pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you, so you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at mapcorewards.com.
Your home for Titans and Vols football. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. A Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 6 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. Tennessee and Vanderbilt have advanced to the College World Series. Tennessee swept the Knoxville Super Regional, punching their ticket on Sunday with a 15-6 win over LSU.
The pitch, smoked to third, caught on the fly by Jake Rucker. That's the inning and the ball game. Final score, Tennessee 15, LSU 6. The Vols say, hello win column. Tennessee says, hello College World Series. And it's dog pile time in Tennessee.
John Wilkerson with the call for the Vol Network. For the Vols, it is their first trip to Omaha since 2005. They will face the winner of today's Dallas Baptist Virginia elimination game. Vanderbilt clinched its return to Omaha with a 4-1 win over East Carolina on Saturday at Hawkins Field. For Vandy, the 2019 national champs, they're making their fifth trip to the College World Series since 2011. They will take on Arizona, who advanced after defeating Ole Miss yesterday. Major League Baseball, the Braves defeated the Marlins 6-4, ending a 4-game losing streak. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home of the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by all Four Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Welcome in. JMart and Ramon, a fresh week. Another big week on deck. Aaron Rodgers, people still talking about it.
Never heard of him.
People still talking about it.
You, Aaron Rodgers.
NBA, Nuggets, never heard of them.
Never heard of him.
Swept right on out of the playoffs last night.
You, Aaron Rodgers.
That was because of Aaron Rodgers, too.
Bucks may have saved their season yesterday.
Yeah.
With a huge win over Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
But
By the way, to that referee that kicked out the Joker, you know what to play.
You, Aaron Rodgers.
Come on, man. It's the MVP.
how you gonna do that to him in that game? They're struggling. He doesn't know what's going on. He's like, where is Murray? Where's my guy now? I need him.
Come on, man.
Just called him out.
And the center, like you
Told him to go do his sock laundry.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, there's a bag in the locker. Clean it. Come on, man. It's probably Aaron Rodgers' fault.
And then there's the state of Nebraska,
Say it.
in which there's a town called Omaha.
Say it, man. Hold
That's
up.
being run over by the state of Tennessee. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt
Yeah.
got it done before Tennessee even played their first game against LSU. The 4-2 game on Saturday for Tennessee was solid, but you saw Rocker and Leiter
Yeah.
just do their thing.
Dominate.
Just do their thing. And then Tennessee gets it done late against LSU, gets the lead back, doesn't relinquish it. And then Sunday, it just wasn't much of a doubt. Sunday, Tennessee just decided, no, we're not going to need the third game. Here's 15 runs. We'll see you later. Tim Corbin, Tony Vitello, both of them leading teams into the College World Series. I will admit, I watched a decent amount of this. I was at a rehearsal dinner on Saturday night.
Which I saw you tweet.
Dude, we got to talk about
I
this.
saw you tweet.
And it gets even worse. Like, this text exchange I was having with Will as this was going on was pretty priceless. So we will talk about it. But
Please,
we were watching, and the waiters are like, "Hey, what's the score?" They were coming to me to find out what was happening in the Tennessee LSU game.
You're a
and
sports
then
guy.
yesterday I was at a wedding, and luckily, all I had to do was glance a couple times, and I was like, "Oh, Abby, it's 9-2. It's over."
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they're coming back in this one. Then you look up, oh, it's 15-6. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So it's cool because this is the perfect time for this to happen for both Vanderbilt and Tennessee because they can dominate the minds of fans who are, if they're fatigued by off-season NFL and they aren't back watching the NBA, and now that the Predators are out, they're not paying attention to hockey. So what's left? You can soak up all the attention right now.
Yep.
You know where I stand on college baseball. It has not necessarily changed, but I do think right now is the perfect timing for this to happen because the state can rally. The state can rally around this. Now, the Vanderbilt fans have been there because they've seen Corbin doing this for a while. Tennessee's just starting to do this, and you can tell that based on the reaction to the other fan bases that are calling them classless all over the place because they're feeling themselves and they're having fun. And I just kind of laugh at it and just say, let them eat cake, man.
Let them
have all the cake. Let them enjoy this. This is new.
Yep.
They've not been there before. This team, they've gotten to know these guys a little bit. This has become fun for them.
Yep.
And it's been a long time since you've had nice things in Knoxville. The closest you've had certainly probably is Rick Barnes. A couple years ago when you had Grant and Admiral and Jordan Bones and that crew.
Yeah. No, this is I'm listening to our guy yesterday podcast. Listen to OTP, by the way, while I was on the road too. But RC was saying something about the fans' interaction with this and that, and you know how it's supposed to go. Then it goes to the players, and he was speaking about, well, look, if you don't want a player to hit a home run on you, guess what, Jason? Stop him. Don't throw it down the middle. Don't leave a hanging curveball. If you don't want somebody dunking on your head, you know what? Defend them. If you don't want Tennessee fans to be obnoxious and just loud and prideful about their school, then tell your team to beat them. Like, that's where they are. We've seen how Tony Vitello acts whenever the Vols make a big play. Like, he's excited. He's exactly what these kids want and need right now. And, even throughout this all last week with the LSU coach and the comments he had about the last time Tennessee played, it's one of those things like Tennessee's been eating dirt for a very long time, since 2005.
No doubt.
The program, you see it as far as the building and the facilities for baseball, that is, are behind. So if you don't want Tennessee talking crap, if you don't want the fans invading your city, then beat Tony Vitello at his game. Like, that's what you got to do. I'm not saying this is the new wave of what coaching is, but we've seen stuff pick up and take off from coaches as far as their influence on their players, what they get from them off the field, on the diamond, I guess. It's that's contagious, man.
Yeah, I think that I also think, and this I've felt this way now for a handful of days. I don't think Vitello's going anywhere. I don't know if it's because Tennessee has finally backed up the commitment behind the scenes to him, and even some of the stuff you've heard outwardly about what they want to do to Lindsey Nelson and all this. I just get the sense watching this. He's not watching this to sell himself to somebody else. He's watching this because he does feel there's a possibility here to become a Dabo Swinney type as opposed to just go join this huge program that exists. Now, maybe that's a tougher thing to turn down than you think, and maybe it's not an ask that's even going to happen, but I think he's here for the long haul. That's just my sense. It's the way I've tasted it the whole time over the last few weeks as this has played out. It just seems like, well, why would you go?
Yeah.
Like the way the fans are reacting, the way they're getting behind it, like you've actually got something here. You've got something in a very kind of niche landscape in terms of college baseball, but you've got fans that I think are going to ride with you long term.
Yes, indeed.
And the good news is, with Vandy being what they are, that makes Vols fans want to be better to shut them up.
Yes,
and for Vandy, They hate this.
Hate
Vandy fans cannot stand this. Look at Twitter, you'll see it. And the reason why is because the last thing they want is the one thing they're known for.
Yeah.
To now have a bull in the china shop making it irritating.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing. And it's great for
This
that
state.
sport. It's great for the rivalry. It's great for the state of Tennessee. I'm all for it. This is the content I'm here for. Watching this from afar and covering here in Nashville, covering the state, it's just good. This is fun. And now we just hope we can see them play each other.
What's wild? You speak about Vandy hating it, and you heard me laugh over here a little bit because it took me back to a text that I got last night from our friend, our buddy Chris Williams.
Mm-hmm.
If he's listening, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But he texted me last night at 9:43, and usually we're winding down at that time. At least I am, as far as for bed for the next day. And I get this text, Chris Williams, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And he sent me.
Let the smack talk begin.
And that's exactly what it was. He sent me, you can use Google Maps to get to Omaha. Y'all don't have to print off MapQuest anymore and just leave the key at the front desk on y'all way out. I was like, Chris, is this what we are doing this morning, man?
Mm-hmm.
But it goes to no matter how bad the programs are as far as football or whatever else is going on. If there's somebody that's in competition with Vandy on anything that they're good at, they're going to roll with it. And I love that. I was like, I just had to reply back. I was like, y'all will have a quick exit. It was fun for y'all, though. Needed that considering your football team can even be the worst team in Vol history. So we just went a little back and forth, man. He was just saying they're not used to anything, so he just had to take a shot.
Well, that's the deal, though. Like, that's fun.
I love
That's
it.
good, especially in the dog days of summer in terms of the sports calendar. Here's the truth. We've got space in our lives for this right now.
Yeah, we do.
It's perfect in terms of that. Look, Julio's already here. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out if he's going to be here. Now is Zach Ertz coming to Tennessee? I saw that all weekend long, too.
What y'all want to mortgage away, man?
Calm down, man.
God.
But obviously the Titans are still going to dominate, but now that the big move is made, we can sit back for a week and see this.
Yeah.
Now, how far it goes, it doesn't matter. They've both made it to Omaha. Like, we know what Vanderbilt's done.
Mm-hmm.
We know how great that program is. For Tennessee, I think the key will then just be, can you follow this up next year? Can you follow this up in the years to come?
Yep.
The players seem to be certainly of the opinion Vitale is coming back, but a lot of those guys are moving on too. And the players are always the last to know. But I just think the rah-rah cheerleader diving into the huddle deal and all that kind of stuff that Vitale is doing, the way that he is acting around the fans tells me he's a politician that wants to run for office in this state, not run for office in another state. And I mean that facetiously. I'm not saying he's going into politics. I'm saying he's playing this like somebody that's trying to gin up support for this program, not gut it like it's Scream 4 and just and then take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't get that sense. 615-737-1045 is the telephone number. John Wilkerson, the voice of Vol baseball, and really one of the voices of the Vol network for such a long time. He will join us a little bit later on in the program, I think in the final hour. Coach Dave McGinnis will join us in the third hour. We'll talk to him about all things Titans and some of the other things happening around the National Football League as well, which certainly we're going to get to on this show too.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, what is the Packers GM attempting to accomplish right now? The Packers president, Mark Murphy. What is he attempting to accomplish with some of the things that he said over the weekend?
You done messed up, Aaron!
That's right.
For real, man.
That's basically what he said. You're a complicated person, Aaron.
By the way, if I can real quick, talking about Tennessee in there, can they sustain? They're 6th right now in recruiting overall in the nation.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they're that's what yes. The
5
whole thing
out
about
of the top 6 are SEC schools.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's college baseball.
Yeah. Wow.
Generally, that's college baseball.
Tennessee's there. Wow.
615-737-1045 on Twitter at JMart Ramon. A lot of fun to be had. Time for your phone calls. And the ratchetness continues because I got to tell you about Will Bowling.
I couldn't believe your tweet.
Dude, I couldn't believe it happened in front of me. I'll tell you when we come back. It's JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
This dude just did this.
Titans talk and speculation on your smart speaker. Just ask Alexa to play 104.5 The Zone.
But he's driven back inside the 5, and they fling it to the turf.
Your home for Titans football and the flagship for Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, Toro is getting personal. New recycler mowers featuring personal pace auto drive that lets you saunter. You walk behind it, you saunter, you stroll, you sprint. The blade rotation matches your pace. These Toro recyclers come with power-boosting Vortex air intake, larger wheels with beefy tread, easy dump, big mouth bag. You can upgrade to all-wheel drive, to electric start, to smart stow in gas or electric. They make it personal with Toro, and I want to make it personal now and say, here's where you need to go. It's your one-stop shop and your one-stop Toro shop. It's Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply. Quality parts, products, the absolute best advice. And look, the cicadas apparently were hanging out in Ohio with Moan this weekend, but they were not hanging out here. I still haven't seen them, which means this is God's country. It truly is. But all these bugs and insects that might be in your lawn, in your landscaping, in your bushes, Dickens carries easy-to-apply controls for fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, ants, spiders, and more. Let them help you beat the bugs and reclaim your yard. Trimming bushes, cutting grass, trying to keep weeds and insects out of your lawn and landscape, or just the advice of who to go to. In my case, I got great advice from Trey Hartsook at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply a couple of weeks ago, and my place outside, boy, it's never looked better. They've got it all at Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, including the know-how. 8 locations to serve you: Nashville, Bellevue, Murfreesboro, Brentwood, Lawnmower, Hendersonville, Mount Juliet, Franklin, and Knoxville. Go where the pros go. Tell them JMart sent you. It's Dickens Turf and Landscape Supply, and always online at dickenssupply.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with HeroLoan.com. The VA loan is one of the best benefits of being in the military. You can refinance and cash out up to 100% of your appraised home value and can close in as little as 14 days. VA rates are in the 2s, and we're saving our clients hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month. Get the service that you deserve and apply online today at HeroLoan.com. That's HeroLoan.com, the only way to VA. The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects, treatments extra. Results vary.
Hello, Zach Allen with Buddy Allen Carpet One, your local source for everything flooring, hardwoods, carpets, tiles, laminates, waterproof flooring, and more. We will help you save time and money on your next flooring project. With our free in-home estimates, installation done right by our certified installers, and lifetime installation guarantee, you'll love your new floor. Stop by our store in Donaldson or visit BuddyAllenCarpet1.com today.
Flowers blooming in the springtime, look at you playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
Due to a shortage of new and used vehicles, prices are much higher than they were just a year ago. Some may even tell you now is not the time to buy a vehicle. But at Music City Autoplex, they have actively increased their inventory and selection. They believe that if you're going to buy a vehicle now, you should still be able to get what you want at some of the lowest prices in the market. Biggest inventory, best selection, best prices. When you compare, it's obvious why Music City Autoplex is the uncommon dealership. Go to MusicCityAutoplex.com or visit in person, 2430 Gallatin Pike North.
Business owners today are facing staffing issues like never before. Join MasterStaff Global Employment this Thursday as they hold a special seminar on how to pivot during this new normal of no one wanting to work. During this discussion, we'll learn how to restructure and offset the challenges facing companies today. Companies like yours and what you should know. That's this Thursday at Gaylord Springs Golf Links. Purchase tickets now at eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Space is limited.
Mike Keith here. You know Nashville's at a huge seller's market right now. A lot of people could sell their homes and make a fortune, but they're afraid to because they think they won't find a place to buy. It's a huge missed opportunity, but my good friend Gary Ashton has the solution. Don't sell without the intel. Any real estate agent can put your home on the market, but you need a world-class team who can get you into the next one. With over 200,000 visitors to GaryAshton.com a month, nobody has better Nashville property intel, including off-market properties. It's the secret that the Gary Ashton team has to help you win the buyer battle, give you the confidence to sell today, and get top dollar for your home. If you're sitting on the sidelines, don't. With the Gary Ashton team, you can sell now, buy later, and relax. Cash in on your home equity now and get the best of all worlds for tomorrow. Call the Gary Ashton team with RE/MAX Advantage today at 615-301-1650 or visit GaryAshton.com. Sell now, buy later, and don't sell without the intel.
Brentwood Jewelry has been a locally owned family business since 1967. This family business is the place you can trust with your family heirlooms, engagement rings, luxury watches, and custom pieces. With Salem and Son Brandon in the store daily to help you find that perfect gift and offering quality products with top-notch customer service. So choose Brentwood Jewelry for all of your celebrations, engagements, graduations, and anniversaries. Brentwood Jewelry, located in the heart of Brentwood on Church Street, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Need a job? We can help. Visit tnjobfair.com to see who's hiring. tnjobfair.com.
Come to Shane Company to create a unique engagement ring that captures your love story. Our jewelry consultants will always respect your budget. Now you have a friend in the jewelry business. Shane Company and shaneco.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Buchanan, 24 eastbound at Epps Mill Road. We've got an accident blocking the left lane. Use caution. Whites Bend, Ashland City Highway at Bull Run Road. We've got a crash with emergency crews on the scene. No problems coming in on 40 or 65. No unusual delays on 440, 840 running accident free. This report brought to you by Echo Park. You don't want to pay more when you don't have to. At Echo Park Nashville, they echo that. Their vehicles are always the lowest price, up to $3,000 less than their competition. Find your next vehicle today at echopark.com. Echo Park Automotive. Lower prices, higher quality, better experience. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football, 104.5 The Zone.
JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. 11-year NFL veteran involved for life, Ramon Foster. Jonathan Schaefer, I'm Jason Martin. Now get your ass out that saddle.
Get about that saddle. Let's go, Peloton riders. Like, whoa, Alex?
I don't even know you like that.
I'm still in the intro phase,
Full metal jack up. Doesn't it say cool down? What are we doing? What are you trying to do?
Why are we still at a 90 cadence?
Oh, my goodness. At Ramon Foster, at JMart Radio, at Schaefer on Sports, at JMart and Ramon. Picture me polling who you got. Vandy boys, Vol baseball.
Ooh. You want to have a fight this morning, huh?
You want? So I have to tell this story.
Go ahead, Jay.
We're in the first hour. So Saturday we go to rehearsal dinner for someone in my wife's family who I guess is now my family as well.
Clearly.
These are really, really good people. It's been nice to get to know them.
I guess.
So how are you related to them now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's her niece. It's Abby's niece.
That sounds like a black person's family reunion. You know that's your cousin. How? That's just your cousin.
All right, so you're the uncle then. Okay.
I guess yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's correct. Maybe it's a cousin.
Ramon, that's a whole different deal.
It
pal.
is. That's your cousin over there. How, mama? That's your cousin.
It's just your cousin.
Just leave it alone.
Because your father's Travis Henry. That's why.
That's your cousin, the whole mama.
So I'm sitting there. So we're at the rehearsal dinner, and Here come the endless parade of speeches.
Oh.
But here's the deal, and I said this to Abby afterwards. I'm like, they were having a blast, right?
Yeah.
The wedding is for exactly 2 people and their closest people. Like, we're there for them.
Yeah.
So they were having a blast. So that's all that matters here.
Facts.
So one dude stands up. And he starts talking about his time in fine arts. Yeah, like he was in plays and drama and singing and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
At Brentwood Academy.
Beautiful, of course.
And the groom also went to BA. He's a super nice guy.
Even better.
And so he's like, there were some people that helped me and some people that I wanted to be like and all this other kind of stuff and people that were real princes and all this. And he goes, and then there were some that weren't the same. They weren't princes at all, like Will Bowling.
No. What was your reaction when you heard his name being dropped?
I was the dog in the I just because I was sitting there, I was trying to finish up my steak. And I hear Will Bowling's name and I was just like
Yeah.
Oh. At first I was like, it can't be the same one. Then I started to think, no, it is, because they're the same age as Will. And then this is maybe the best part of this. Well, actually, it's not. The best part's the part Will doesn't know about until he listens to this.
And by the way, there's no way in hell he's awake right now listening.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, you will.
So when he cuts up the podcast later,
Yeah.
he'll find out.
Yeah.
I can't wait, though. I'm finna add him right now. Hey, Will, we talking about you.
So the guy was like, so I had to get psyched up to slap a person on stage in one of these plays. And the way that they got me to do it was by saying, hey, just pretend it's Will Bowling.
No.
So all these kids are dying, right? All these young bucks over here in the corner.
So they know Will.
They all know Will.
No.
They're all dying.
He said pretend is who?
Will Bowling.
Oh, my God.
Pretend it's somebody you hate. Pretend it's Will Bowling. And he said he smacked the crap out of that person.
No.
First off, I'm like, Will's getting dragged right now. They have no idea who I am. Like, a few of them in the room know me.
Yeah.
And the adults know me. But these fine arts kids in the black turtlenecks don't know me.
So
they have no idea that I'm in the room. And I actually said out loud, I said it loud enough to be heard during the speech. I was like, I actually know him. He's kind of a friend. I work with him.
So that puts you in a pickle too, man, because it's like, Will's my coworker, solid guy. Do I defend him? But
as the speech was going on, I sent that tweet out. I'm trying to make something out of this immediately, and I'm so angry that I didn't think, something could happen. I should just record these speeches.
Oh, and you're the king of like finding the right moments, dog.
But why would I think that was going to happen?
Because
that is the most random thing that possibly could have happened. It's just sideswiping Will Bowling in the middle of a rehearsal dinner.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the best part. So Will's like, who's dragging me? I'm dying over here. And I told him we were going back and forth. And I was like, apparently you were just the worst. And he goes, I wonder who's speaking. I told him who the bride and groom were. He's like, oh, yeah, I actually am pretty close with the groom. So he's like, I bet they're being sarcastic. This is the part Will doesn't know about. I bet they're being sarcastic. Will, I don't think they're being sarcastic, bro.
No.
Well, first off, the guy who said this, Will's like, is it a tall, lanky guy? I was like, yep. He knew who it was.
Yeah.
He figured out who it was because as he was sending me, I bet you I know who it is. It's this dude, blah, 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 blah. I was writing big nose, tall, lanky.
Big nose, tall, lanky.
And he goes, is he a slender, tall guy named? I'm like, yep, you're talking about the same person. He goes, he was terrible in high school. He was a thorn in my side and everybody else's side. But Will also made a point. Then he put a laughing emoji after it. He goes, I was a little older than them, so I was snapping them into shape. I'm like, oh, so you were. I was like, you were the jock that was mocking the fine arts people. And he said, I was a theater nerd too. And I was 120 pounds. So who was I bullying? All this joking and all this kind of stuff. So we're having fun with this. He thinks it's sarcastic. We're leaving the rehearsal dinner now. And there's like 3 bridesmaids in the corner.
Yeah.
They're having a discussion, and I can pick up just enough of it. And they're like, I think he does podcasting now, but I don't care. They were crushing him privately, not on a microphone. They were just like, it's like, and I even heard him say something. It's like, I know he knows him, but he's they were.
Who's ever been dragged like that, man?
Not even in the same zip code, and Will's just being blasted.
I can't not.
And of all people that it could have been, there's people we know that you could drag at a rehearsal.
Absolutely.
But Will Bowling.
He's super cool, man. To us.
Apparently not. Apparently in high school.
Will was
all the news about your Will Bowling ain't been good.
What's even funnier, though, is he was telling me about how this dude was terrible in high school. Will was telling me about the guy that was talking. And the guy comes over, and I have a little conversation with him, tell him what's going on. And he goes, I was awful as a freshman in high school. So he's admitting to all of this other kind of stuff. But Will's like, I was awful, too. I'm like, man, y'all private school kids. It didn't work that way at North Forsyth High School, home of the Vikings in Winston-Salem. I'll tell you that right now.
You know what it's about? Brentwood money.
Brentwood money.
Is BA in Brentwood?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of thought it was back in like Hendersonville or something.
No.
It's called Brentwood Academy. I know Brentwood High School is over there, but
it is. They hate each other too.
The only game that I called at BA, I was driving from Kentucky, so I didn't live over here. I've had no reason to go to BA in a long time.
Shave, are we just going to let him slide with that one?
No, I was about to tweet him out and really embarrass him.
It's BA in Brentwood.
I mean, I thought that.
I feel you.
But I'd also thought, I've never been there since I've lived in Brentwood.
It's nice,
What
man.
reason would I have unless I'm calling a game?
It's
and
nice.
Only call, I know. I went once, and I'm like, good Lord, this probably costs about $2,000 to go here.
I'm looking you dead in your eyes.
$2,000 plus about $28,000.
Chase, it's nice.
I know it is.
Like, they got a practice court for the gym that they're about to practice in with a home gym inside. Like, we did it with my kids' Brentwood League, the Flight League or whatever it was. Our youngest played in it. And let me tell you, I was like, which gym do we go to? Well, you got to go to the one with the big square. Well, there's like 3 big squares over here. Which building do we go to? Like, Brentwood Academy is pretty swanky.
Was there a weirder thing in the midst of this rehearsal dinner to hear? And then the chances that somebody that knows Will now that didn't go to high school with them is in the room.
There's no way. There's no way I would have thought a story. Like, you could have said Ron Slay. You could have said Shafe.
There's a lot of people you could have said where it would have made some sense.
Like Buck, easy. You could have called
we
that
drag
one.
Buck every day anyway.
Somebody, like, I was watching people trying to drag Mickey yesterday because of his baseball team. But,
Oh, that was JT just picking on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back years with those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost everybody at this station, Jay. They could have said something about Brent, Don, Blaine, Mickey, but Will, Lucas, they could have said somebody, anybody, but Will? No. Absolutely not. At a wedding rehearsal, you're getting dragged. Like, this ain't even a speech. Like, this is the wedding rehearsal.
And it wasn't the best man speech either. It was just one. It was another one of the I guess, the high groomsmen. But
high groomsmen.
I don't mean how high groomsmen, Mo.
What?
No. I don't mean Ron Slay shirtless at 15-6.
Yeah. He was shirtless before that.
But, I mean, there have been some random things that have happened in my life. That's one of the most random things. But I laughed for the rest of that dinner. I laughed through dessert. I got in the car and I was just like, this was worth the price of admission alone. People, when I was leaving, more people realized a couple of the physicians that were there were like, when I heard Will Bowling, because they listened to me, they listened to the radio station too, and they were like, I'm pretty sure I knew that name. Now I know what I'm. But again, the best was those girls in the corner that were just crushing Will, like it was a slumber party.
Oh,
and they were just like, ugh.
Bad Girls Club.
Dude, they were just like, I mean, I think he does sports podcasting now.
They call it sports podcast.
They called it sports podcast. And they were like, I think he does some sports podcasts or something now. But and I know maybe he's a nice guy now. But, I mean, they were just crushing him.
Will has his own show. Will has a job, y'all. He's not just a podcaster out here in these streets. And Will, you gotta redeem yourself somehow. I don't know what he's got to do. But he's really got to go around and, like, shake some hands. You know what I'm saying? And, like, really the way Falcon, what was it, Winter Soldier? what he was like trying to amend himself, like the people that
need a list.
He need a list. You've got to go check off a list and like redeem yourself, Will. Like that's not you.
Best thing is when I went to the bride and groom, and the other people were in earshot, and I was just like, Will says congratulations. And then I flipped the phone around. But at one point I was like, hey, the dude that said that about you said he was pretty awful as a freshman. Will sends me the Pam gift from the office. It just says, yup.
Yeah.
I was just like, gosh, man, there's some deep-seated rivalry going on at Brentwood Academy in Hendersonville.
These Nashville streets get dangerous, man. I don't know what to say, man. Well, I couldn't wait to hear this story. And Jason, you delivered. I just don't know if I ever known anybody personally to get like dragged in a doggone like wedding speech.
He needed motivation to slap somebody in a play. And the way they got him to do it right was by saying, pretend it's Will Bowling. He could accomplish a lot in his career. Will's an extremely talented guy.
Very much so.
He's never going to do more than that description that somebody used him as the inspiration to punch somebody else on stage, basically.
Like if John Henderson had known Will Bowling in high school, he wouldn't have needed that guy to slap him before he went out on the field.
Right.
That's what we're basically saying right now.
Here's what you need. If you need to get motivated, if you need to get out the saddle on this Monday, pretend it's Will Bowling.
Pretend it's. Matter of fact, who is the person that pees you off like that? Like, you ain't got to name them. Like, who's that person that gets you going?
Who would you drag in a rehearsal dinner? Who would you drag in a rehearsal dinner speech?
Yeah,
of course you should name them.
Yeah, you know who my person I would think of is me getting the fine on Vontaze Burfict. Like, you knew where I was going when I said my guy, huh? Yes. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, or John Gruden, who continuously uses Tennessee to pivot himself to get a higher pay raise. Like, that's somebody that I would slap right there. I'll be honest. I like Gruden, but the way he toyed with Tennessee for years and years and years, yeah. Anytime Vanderbilt beats Tennessee in football, I'll slap that entire team. Like, that's where I'm at. Both of them. Tennessee for losing to them and Vanderbilt for winning. Like, that's where I'm at. Imagine needing motivation from a person who I view as a great person, and you need that to slap somebody.
Let's lay out other people that you would slap in the NFL, because I want to make news today on the show. Because there are some names that all of a sudden, top of the hour, former Steeler Ramon Foster says he would.
I'll tell you somebody else.
Disembowel Geno Atkins.
I'll tell you who else would get slapped, man. Andy Reid would probably slap Le'Veon Bell right now, man.
I talked about that yesterday.
Dog.
Le'Veon, let me tell you something, brother.
Ooh.
Le'Veon, they didn't need you. How did you think that was going to go? You joined a team that had just won a championship, that drafted a running back in the first round, that already had depth at that position.
Yeah.
And you anticipated that that was going to go well for you past maybe winning a championship. You tried to Kevin Durant them after they won 73 games. But unlike Kevin Durant, you weren't even necessary. Kevin Durant came in and really did help them win a couple of rings. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
You, my friend, went there to win, lost, and didn't even see the field in that Super Bowl. It has, since you've left Pittsburgh, it has been one disaster after another. So, yeah, I'm sure you don't want to play for Andy Reid again. You know what else? I don't think Andy Reid wanted you either, because the Chiefs didn't even contact you about bringing you back. You're currently a free agent. You went to New York, and I'm pretty sure Ramon had more yards rushing during that time frame than you did, Le'Veon.
I did.
Like, at this point in time, he's gone into complete irrelevance. There's other guys that have come in, have bartered his style, that do similar things to him. There's nothing about him anymore that makes it worth the headache. That's why he's still sitting out there. Somebody probably will take a chance because they'll think it's Le'Veon, but we're getting further and further away from a time when Le'Veon Bell was relevant. This is the same argument as, well, you can't do that to Cam Newton. He's a former league MVP. Right, like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Joe Montana turned 65 on Friday. You want to bring him back out because he's a former league MVP too? eventually that equity runs out. And for Le'Veon, when's the last time you thought about Le'Veon Bell? It was like 2018.
It was 17.
If I can be serious for a minute.
Le'Veon Bell, you had hundreds of thousands of dollars of jewelry stolen from your bedroom by your ladies, not once, but twice. So dumb that he let it happen again.
Yeah, 2 times.
And, dude, there were multiple places that wanted Le'Veon Bell when he left New York. There were other places he could have gone.
I think
he went to the one place that absolutely, positively, in no way, shape, or form needed him on the field. And he still wants to be the guy?
Mm-hmm.
So why would you go to Kansas City? I can understand if you want to go to New York simply because you're definitely going to be the guy there. But if you go to Kansas City, you're not Patrick Mahomes. You're also not Travis Kelce, and you're not Tyreek Hill, and you're not Clyde's Edward-Helaire. You're kind of an aging running back at a position that, first off, doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot in the grand scheme right now. And you've caused problems.
Yeah.
How did you think that was going to go?
It wasn't going to go well. We're up against the break, man. If we could elaborate some more. But, yeah, Andy Reid, and this is the one thing that everybody from reporters to local, national, former players of
everybody loves him.
No, and this is the part that everybody was saying, even the former players, like, you do realize you're probably not going to play anymore, right? Andy Reid's tree is friggin' wide, okay? He's got like what is the red which one in Northern California? The big red trees.
Redwoods?
Sequoias.
California redwoods and sequoias?
Yes.
The big red trees?
God, sequoias,
615-737-1045. Yeah. 737-1045. You know where you can find those redwoods?
North California.
Brentwood Academy in Hendersonville.
Yeah,
Be right back.
can.
It's JMart Ramon, 1045 The Zone.
Non-stop afternoon infotainment. The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. This afternoon starting at 3 on 1045 The Zone.
Hey, it's Schaefer from JMart and Ramon. There's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Right now, new customers have a chance to win $100 in free bets when they place a $1 wager on any European pro soccer tournament match. If either team scores a goal in the match, you'll win $100 regardless of your bet's outcome. Just use bonus code Schaefer100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Get ready to turn one goal into 100. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code Schaefer100 to win $100 in free bets if either team scores a goal in a European pro soccer tournament match. It's always showtime at BetMGM. New customer offer. Paid in free bets. Must be 21 years or older. Must be in Tennessee to bet. Visit BetMGM.com for full list of terms and conditions. For problem gambling support, call or text the Tennessee Red Line 800-889-9789.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kelly with thehomeloanexpert.com. It's no secret that the housing market is red hot. Homes are selling day one and they're going for over list price. Some folks are making offers on homes that they haven't even seen in person. The competition is fierce. You have to be pre-approved and working with a strong mortgage lender. Get a leg up on the competition and get pre-approved now. thehomeloanexpert.com.
The Home Loan Expert LLC, NMLS number 1326241.
Spring is the time for the perfect proposal, and Brentwood Jewelry is here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. Brentwood Jewelry, located in the heart of Brentwood on Church Street, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
You're back on the weight loss train by trying keto, Weight Watchers, even fasting, but nothing sticks. You see results in the beginning, but the weight just comes back. Edge Peptide has a better way. They specialize in weight loss for anyone looking for a total body transformation using a customized peptide package tailored just for you. Edge's peptides have been around for decades and used to only cater to the rich and famous. Now they've brought their successful customized treatments to the public. Learn more at edgepeptide.com. Begin to see results and feel the effects in as little as 3 weeks. That's edgepeptide.com.
What's going on? It's Will Bowling. The NBA playoffs are here, and you'll be in hoops heaven
betting all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There are so many exciting matchups, and FanDuel is taking that excitement to another level because new and existing users can bet risk-free throughout the playoffs. That's right. New users can get up to $1,000 back if your first bet doesn't win. Plus, once you have an account, you can bet one same-game parlay risk-free every single week. That means you can combine multiple bets for an even bigger win. And if you don't win, you'll get up to $10 back. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. Risk-free bet for first online real money wager only, and refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Same game parlay refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Same game parlay available for multiple sports in all states on mobile/web. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Well, housing prices here are through the roof, and that means you're probably sitting on a ton of home equity. Maybe it's time to turn that equity into cash you can use now. Hey, it's Dawn Davenport here talking about Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can refinance your loan at a super low rate, pay the closing costs for you, and get you a bunch of cash out. I mean, like tens of thousands of dollars. Don't just sit on that home's new value. Use it. Use it to pay off your credit cards. Use it to consolidate other debt. Use it to make your home even more valuable with a new kitchen, maybe a new bathroom. Loan Pronto's all-digital platform makes it fast and easy. You can get a big check in 2 weeks, and if you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call Loan Pronto now, 615-499-5780, or go to loanpronto.com. Ask about the Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi, 615-499-5780. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, zero-cost option not available on all loans.
It's Ramon Foster. And guys, I got something special for you today, okay? If you've noticed a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low T or something else, like sleep apnea, or even low thyroid. Schedule a complete health assessment at Low T Center. Now they offer a monitor self-inject at-home testosterone treatment for $135 a month, self-pay or covered by most health insurance. So if you've been feeling tired, grumpy, have weight gain, and loss of muscle, go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
With Indeed, you don't just hire, you hire with confidence. That's because employers only pay for applications from candidates who meet their must-have requirements. To get your money's worth, visit Indeed.com/credit and get started hiring today.
Scoreboard Bar and Grill, the longest locally owned music and sports bar in Nashville, is looking for high-energy bartenders, servers, barbacks, and food runners. Join our team before September 1st and you could win one of 3 vacation prizes. Email your resume to Megan at chgnash.com. That's Megan at chgnash.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Buchanan, 24 eastbound at Epps Mill Road. We've got an accident blocking the left lane. Madison, Dickerson Pike, south of Old Hickory Boulevard. Watch for a crash being cleared. Whites Bend, Ashland City Highway at Bull Run Road. We've got an accident westbound just before Bull Run with emergency crews on the scene. Use caution. No problems coming in on 65 or 40. No unusual delays on 440. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
This was what was playing before Will Bowling got dragged at the rehearsal dinner on Saturday. Cousin Andrew, banned from the show. I'm contacting YouTube. Good morning, beautiful people. Oh, and good morning to you too, JMart.
Kiss my ass.
My guy chose violence, man.
Man, it's not even 7 o'clock on
I
Monday.
like your lemon tree more than I like you, bro.
By the way, I caught a deer last night on our cameras going up to the lemon trees, man. But I guess it didn't like it. It sniffed it, came back, sniffed it again, and walked away.
No, that's what she said. I don't like it.
I was excited about that because I've heard of like deer like just killing people's like little trees and whatnot, plants and shrubbery.
Andrew's back in my good grace. I said I like your lemon trees better than you, and he says so does my wife.
This guy. But yeah, I was excited to see the deer not eat my lemon trees up though. First time I've seen one on the patio.
So I tweeted out, if you needed somebody's face to think about in order to get motivated to slap somebody on stage for a play, whose face would that be? This dating back to that being Will Bowling, apparently, for this group of kids who are in their, I guess, late 20s now. who went to school with Will Bowling, the terror of Brentwood Academy. Would have never thought that about Will. And I just like Will saying, "Oh, they're just being sarcastic. I knew all those guys." And then you hear those girls at the corner table.
Nope. Did you see who Mr. Capel said he was slapped this morning?
Yeah, Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
Colt Tate is real in this area,
And
man.
I heard Andrew Luck is a very solid guy.
Be here at 10 o'clock. That's about the closest
Yeah,
you can
that's
get.
right.
I heard Andrew Luck is a very
Yeah,
solid
because following us here on 104.5 The Zone is, of course, unfrozen
Oh.
caveman lawyer, Buck Rising.
Oh, I just got that joke.
I'm a caveman. I don't know about your newfangled technology like the airplane. Your strange flying machine.
Hey man, people going at Brentwood Academy too. BA is a college masquerading as a high school. Come on, Mr. Caples.
Costs more to go there than it costs me to go to college.
I guarantee you what, if I'm paying for BA, you better get a full scholarship somewhere, academically and athletically.
We're already starting to think about 5 years from now where we would like Clara Grace to go.
You better.
We're gonna have to plan ahead.
It takes that long.
We're gonna plan really far ahead.
She better be able to have a mean crossover. Maybe they'll take something off.
Spoiler alert! Don't think it'll be BA.
Ainsworth is right up there too.
Right. Yeah, I know. There's several of them.
There's a few. The private schools in this area are really good. So are the public schools too, though. Like, we're back and forth on do we do private, do we stay in public? Like because the public is really well where we're at, but then you get the privates. Like, man, this is nice too. I don't know. The Nashville area has got some really good. I'm listening to a guy this weekend talk about the projections for basketball teams for the amount of recruits that are coming out of the state of Tennessee. Jay, it's going to be some highly sought-after guys and recruits, young men that are coming out of Tennessee, which Tennessee talent, as far as basketball, is definitely up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely up, man. I'm hearing, like, this school and that school. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, just give it about 2 or 3 years. And you know the private schools are all over that. So, yeah, Jay, start planning now for CG. What do they call it? The lower school? You got to get her into the lower school, Jay.
Lower school?
Yeah. They call it the lower.
Interesting.
Yeah. Private terms are weird.
So yeah, who would you use to motivate yourself to slap somebody?
Who else do we got on this list?
I mean, Andrew Luck is probably. Well, I think a lot of people use other Colts at this point in time. Cousin Andrew says that Aho dude from the Carolina Hurricanes. He pretty much he was just basically a torture factory for the Nashville Predators all year, not just in the postseason.
You call him a torture factory.
He goes duck drowning too.
That's from Cousin Mike.
No, that's still from Andrew's taking duck drowning. Duck drowning's gonna become a thing.
No,
because of the fam. That's Buck Rising's Cousin Mike nickname.
Buck, man, they're just taking strays, man. Strays are coming your way, dog.
Brian McClain says my neighbor. And I used your full name, Brian, just in case your neighbor is listening. Casey says Ray Lewis.
Dude,
he actually said more, but we'll leave Ray Lewis.
we got one. I retweeted your tweet because you put it out at JMart Radio.
Yeah.
I said it would be the person who's over the Nike sneakers app. And Christopher, 2001, said, truest words ever spoke.
Dude,
Hashtag and Herbert's son.
Jordan 1 highs, the red and yellow ones that came out on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
The ones I kind of wanted. But I got the message that said, hey, these just dropped. I got an email. It's too late.
And Herbert's son.
Way too late.
Okay.
By the way, when you think about buying those shoes, you got to think about CG in 5 years.
Oh, I know. That's why I have a pair. We know I have one pair.
Just
That might be it. You know what Dad Brain led me to this weekend? I thought yesterday was Father's Day.
Simmer down.
I didn't
Jay.
tell Abby, but I was looking around. I'm like, I don't see the makings of a meal here.
Hit the brakes.
I don't see what I think you might make us for Father's Day. I don't see a card. I haven't heard you ask me about anything.
Hit the brakes, man.
Carrie Benford. I knew it.
I saw it.
I'll use Jeff Schwartz
Will
to hype me up to slap somebody.
Jeff Schwartz.
Mr. Caples, I'd slap the hell out of the person who runs the Hurricanes Twitter. What about the one that runs the Predators Twitter?
They're already taking enough L's right now.
Already. It's like now 3 Jeff Schwartz in here.
I mean, Jeff does kind of have a slappable face.
Sam Monson's in there.
615-737-1045.
If you slap Sam Monson, it'd be child abuse.
Another guy. I'll tell you somebody that Kenny Mayne would slap.
Ooh. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Well, who would it be?
You, Aaron Rodgers.
The chair that Chris Collinsworth slide on. Come onto the set. I slapped that chair.
I love the slide.
Oh, I like Sam Munson. Not Monson. Sam Munson that just popped up.
That Larry Munson?
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's it. Larry Munson.
Somebody said cicadas. I slapped a few this weekend.
Stop it.
Everyone I slapped, I said, that's for Jason.
I appreciate that. It's JMart Ramon, hour number 2. Who would you slap if you had the opportunity, or who would you need to think about in order to slap somebody on stage and not go to jail for it? Because Cousin Paxton might be at your play. We'll be right back. It's JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
We're on all your devices. 104.5 The Zone TV. Live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope.
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute. The newest sensation in golf is 22-year-old, South African, and left-handed. His name is Garrick Higo. And yesterday, in his first PGA Tour regular season tournament appearance, he emerged victorious. The first such winning tour debut since 1988, folks. Hall of Famer Gary Player gave his young countryman a telephonic pep talk before yesterday's final round. Player told him not to worry that he was 6 strokes behind the leader, Chesson Hadley, who melted down with a round of 75. Higo, who had 3 wins on the European Tour before coming stateside for the PGA Championship, now has a 2-year PGA Tour exemption. He'll have to decide how to divvy up his time among the PGA Tour here, the European Tour, and the Sunshine Tour in South Africa. That's what I call a pleasant problem to ponder on the flight to San Diego for this week's U.S. Open. Congratulations, Garrick. What a performance. I'm Boomer Esiason.
This year, make Dad's day with gifts from the Home Depot. Save on all the best ideas by shopping in-store or on the app. Choose from new innovative tools, top-rated grills, or even the latest smart cameras and devices for your home. Because what Dad doesn't love? New gear. The best gifts for the best dads. And you'll find them all at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. See store for details. Restrictions apply.
This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then our check engine light came on. We pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
As a third-generation pest control company owner, but even more as the mom of 3 boys and 1 silly puppy, you can trust me when I tell you, Tennessee ticks are nothing to mess with.
Nope. No way.
So before fleas and ticks get you,
Mom, I got the itches.
invite our family to show up.
All American Pest Control.
Call our family at All American Pest Control today.
We love us a Yuck Bug Free Tennessee.
Or just visit our website.
Yuckbugs.com.
Searching for your next vehicle? You've certainly noticed the lack of selection and inventory at dealerships, not at Music City Autoplex. While others are shrinking inventory, Music City Autoplex has added over $3 million of late model pre-owned vehicles, defying market trends in order to serve you. This determination drives Music City Autoplex to consistently outsell competition month after month and makes them the very best option for your next used vehicle. Come see why Music City Autoplex is the uncommon dealership. Go to MusicCityAutoplex.com or in person, 2430 Gallatin Pike North.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
A SunTrust checking account lets you stay on top of your money and help it grow. Plant the seeds for your goals with access to financial resources and tools. Keep an eye on your spending, hedging and managing it by setting limits on our mobile app. And rake in cash back on debit card purchases from your favorite retailers with SunTrust deals. With all the right tools, your account can blossom. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
If you're over dealing with hair loss but think now's not the time to do something about it, you couldn't be more wrong. Now is the time to face it head on, and the expert staff of PAI Medical is ready to serve you. Not only is PAI on the cutting edge with the latest technology, but they have awesome financing options, making it affordable for anyone. Have your procedure and recover while you're still working from home. Call 615-376-6010 or go to WeGrowHair.com. All they do is hair, and they are the very best at it. Visit WeGrowHair.com today.
Genesis Diamonds is celebrating the summer of 2021 with an offer that everyone's loving right now. 5 years, zero interest financing with zero down on anything and everything. Upgrade or diamond, and you can spread the payments over 5 years with zero interest. Treat yourself to that designer necklace or those diamond earrings you've had your eyes on. It's easy with this spectacular offer, and everything's included, even all our GIA certified diamonds. Pick any item, divide the price by 60, and that's your monthly payment. No down payment is required. You can even finance the sales tax. People are driving for hours to take advantage of this. Imagine a $12,000 designer engagement ring or diamond tennis bracelet, just $200 a month. It's the smartest and definitely the most cost-effective way to treat your special someone or even yourself. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down, now for a limited time. Only at Genesis Diamonds, Green Hills and Cool Springs. Unapproved credit.
Economic forecasters are predicting inflation, which will likely cause interest rates to rise as a result. But here's the good news from Accurate Mortgage. Interest rates are still low, and you have an opportunity to save money if you act fast. Perhaps you can shorten your term from a 30-year to a 15, or get a cash-out refi to pay off high-interest debt. The clock is ticking, so don't delay. Call Accurate Mortgage today at 615-833-0456 or visit AccurateMTG.com. Accurate Mortgage Group, a division of Acopia LLC, is an equal housing lender. NMLS number 4664.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call TFS. Water, humidity, odors, or mold? Better call TFS. Crawl space problems don't get better with time. They get better with TFS. Call the foundation specialists today.
Johnny's Restaurant, where the locals go, on Music Valley Drive, is now hiring full and part-time servers, bartenders, and hosts, offering competitive pay, benefits, and flexible hours. If you or someone you know has interest, email your resume to chris@chgnash.com. That's chris@chgnash.com.
For all your foundation and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Madison, Dickerson Pike, south of Old Hickory Boulevard. Watch for a crash being cleared. Other than that, things are looking good this morning. No problems coming in on 65 or 40. No unusual delays on 24 or 440. 840 running accident-free. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCOrewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
From the Mark Spain Real Estate Studios, your home for Titans and Vols football. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. A Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 7:01. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Shea. For Tennessee and Vanderbilt have advanced to the College World Series. Tennessee swept the Knoxville Super Regional, punching their ticket on Sunday with a 15-6 win over LSU.
The pitch, smoked to third, caught on the fly by Jake Rucker. That's the inning and the ball game. Final score, Tennessee 15, LSU 6. The Vols say, hello win column. Tennessee says, hello College World Series. And it's dog pile time in Tennessee.
John Wilkerson with the Vol Network. He will join us here on JMart and Ramon at 9:20 this morning for the Vols. Their first trip to Omaha since 2005. Vanderbilt clinched its return to Omaha with a 4-1 win over East Carolina on Saturday at Hawkins Field. For Vandy, the 2019 national champs, they're making their 5th trip to the College World Series since 2011. They'll take on Arizona, who advanced after defeating Ole Miss yesterday. Meanwhile, top-ranked Arkansas was eliminated by NC State yesterday, losing 3-2. Braves defeated the Marlins 6-4. Ending a 4-game losing streak. We do have Braves tickets coming your way to give away at 7:20 this morning. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once. On your home for the Titans and the Vols, this is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
JMart Ramon, hour number 2 here on 104.5 The Zone. What's happening? Hopefully you're well. We're good. You're downtown. At JMart Ramon on Twitter. 11-year NFL veteran, Vol for Life, Ramon Foster. Jonathan Schaefer and Jason Martin. Pregnant pause there because I couldn't come up with something clever to say about Schaefer. We'll work on that for the third hour.
Idiot. Hey, we're work in progress, man. Come as you are, Jay. Come as you are, good brother.
2 questions. 1, who you riding with? Picture me polling at J. Martin Ramon, Vandy boys or Vol baseball. And then whose face would motivate you to slap somebody on stage?
Hilarious on YouTube right now. Are you seeing all this stuff?
I'm seeing some of it come through. It's coming so fast that I am missing it. Casey says people to get regular gas at diesel pumps.
No lie. There's like 8 other pumps down there. Who said that, Casey? Mm-hmm. So true. Mm-hmm. So true. Please, or parking your car at a pump when just going inside. Like, no, park your car up front if you're not getting gas. Your tank is on the other side. You shouldn't be at a pump. Yeah, that right there, that pees me off right there. I can't lie. Casey, I'm right there with you.
I'm going to give Casey top ob here for this hour as well. Top observation comes from one of our channels, whether or not you're watching us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or you're just tweeting us, however you want to do it. Mm-hmm. Casey says, what happens in high school always comes to light. Like in reaction to the Will Bowling story from last hour where I'm at a rehearsal dinner and people start just dragging Will in the speeches. And I have no tie to any of the people speaking. They went to school with the groom and the bride, and apparently Will also went there, and Will was persona non grata around those parts.
He was the worst. This is what he was. Oh, I still can't believe Will Bowling is
He would have been the last guy I would have put on the list that would have been that way.
Ain't no way I'm nabbing Will as a guy who's an agitator.
But it's true. One thing that happens as you get older is grudges stay the same. Like, there are still people that I could send a friend request to on Facebook right now, going back to high school. And this has actually happened in years past when I cared about Facebook at all. And, you want to kind of get back with some of the people you knew in high school, even people that were just in classes with you that you didn't know all that well.
Yes, indeed.
But those people that didn't like you then still don't like you now.
Nope.
Like, nothing's changed. Even if you're like, well, I'm a much different person now. You would like me now. They don't care.
No, they don't.
And the same things happen. There have been some people that have, friend requested me through the years where I'm like,
I wish I would.
Not after what happened in 10th grade.
People hold on.
You died on that day.
You here, but you don't exist to me.
But Will getting dragged at a wedding that wasn't even his. And you know what I did say? You want to hear the pettiest thing that happened? It wasn't the girls making fun of him. It was me walking out with Abby, and I'm like, Abby, maybe this is why Will's single.
All the girls
are over here in the corner talking about how terrible he was.
That's my dog, though, man.
I know, mine too.
I know, man.
Abby was just like, no, he's a cute guy. He's going to find somebody better than them. So she was standing up for him. And I was like, no, I agree. He's going to be fine.
So 2K Beasley is getting my top op, if I can just throw this one out there.
You don't get one, but go ahead.
I'm getting one for sure. He said, I slap Skip Bayless while wearing Jordans and scream, I can't lose in these while I do it. I'm with him.
I'd slap Skip Bayless. Yeah.
Yeah, he can get these mitts, man.
Yep.
He'd probably sue us too, but he still get these mitts.
I'd probably slap him to see if the bird's nest falls off the top of his head.
What's wrong with you?
Robin's laying eggs in that forehead, man.
What's wrong with you, dog? You took it there this morning.
Dude, he's got a bouffant.
Yeah.
And he's had it for years, and he's like really vain. He always talks about how vain he is, how much he runs every day, and all this kind of stuff, and what kind of shape he's in. I'm like, well, why don't you do something about the top of your head, man?
Why don't you become a better human
I know
being?
how much money you're making.
They told us.
At least wear a baseball hat on TV.
He can get away with that.
Yeah, he can.
With that much power, money.
You have makeup people every day. They can fix that.
Exactly.
Skipper say they hate us because they ain't us.
On Twitch, this is ridiculous.
What's say it?
On Twitch, Buck's Adderall medication says, do I even need to go further?
Nope. Come on, man. Y'all got to get up off.
Someone's handle is Buck's Adderall medication.
And then look.
But
I feel seen. I feel seen. Buck's Adderall medication. Special place in hell for people who don't return shopping carts and leave them in the middle of the parking lot. Yep,
so
they're the
true.
worst. I actually end up working for the store.
Did you?
No, I end up doing it every time I go to the grocery because I see them and I'll go grab a few extra on my way.
Yep, I've been there. Says a whole lot about those people. Bucks Adderall medication.
It's literally 15 seconds away from basically anywhere you can be in a parking lot. And you can't roll that thing back to make it easier for the people that aren't making a whole lot of money.
There's been times I've been pressed on time, Jay, and I can at least get about 5 feet away and push it in there. Like, yep, we're good. Like, you can't even do that. There's a page on this YouTube, I think Instagram and Twitter, Cart Narcs. This dude hops out on people's like, hey, go put that cart up.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that existed.
Cart Narcs, look it up, man. It's really, really funny.
So people have asked us to comment on this, and we talked about it a little bit in the first hour, not a ton, and really just because I don't know what we can say about it, but Zach Ertz is still out there.
Yeah.
And there are realistic trade destinations. Bleacher Report wrote a piece that's being talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic trade destinations for Zach Ertz before training camp. Arizona, where they have money and a need. They have $13.5 million in cap space.
Yep.
In Atlanta right now. Or pardon me, in Arizona. The Panthers is mentioned to try and give Darnold some more weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Indianapolis to basically because even though you like Jack Doyle, Carson Wentz loves Zach Ertz. So if you've got him, maybe you go get his guy and see whether or not that works.
Yeah.
That's been mentioned a lot. Jacksonville has been mentioned. That would make it harder for Tebow to make that roster.
Choosing violence.
He really, there'd be no competition for him at that position, meaning for Zach. And
Yeah.
then the Titans. And the Titans are mentioned, and it says the Titans have $7.1 million in cap space. But they can restructure left tackle Taylor Lewan's deal to free up another $7 million to make room for Zach Ertz's $8.5 million contract.
Damn.
Brian McClain asks, would you go Ertz or would you go after O.J. Howard? I'm worried about O.J. Howard's health.
But O.J. Howard.
But I
is
love O.J.
strong.
Howard.
I do too.
I loved him coming out of school. I wanted Denver to take him.
That P word.
We
with
got
him
Noah
is
Fant, so
getting
we're all
me.
right.
Yeah, Noah Fant's nice.
Yeah.
But the potential of O.J. Howard.
I agree.
And the fact that his injuries may be a thing, but he still got low tread. He still got a lot of tread on his wheels.
I don't know.
If
He definitely
they're
was
on
in the
road.
doghouse in Tampa Bay. I don't
You
know if there
saw
was
it.
some kind of a clash,
Yeah.
but Bruce Arians doesn't like O.J. Howard.
But
There's
I'll
a
say
problem there.
BA he's a hard-nosed guy. Like, you got to remember, BA he benched AB. He chose Emmanuel Sanders, which wasn't a bad idea at the time, but AB rolled the pine for like 8 weeks in Pittsburgh. Like, I ain't saying I had to talk AB off a ledge, but I had to tell AB, constant AB, just keep working. Keep working. The cream eventually rises to the top.
I mean, on pure talent, O.J. Howard is a stud.
But
I loved him in college, and he has the skill set to do that in the pros. If he can't stay healthy, that's the only real concerning thing. And it's not just one. It's happened multiple times.
I ain't saying BA is a doghouse type of dude.
It seemed, based on what I read,
but
BA was trying to make sure everybody knew he was in the doghouse.
I like BA, though, too. But I think the talent that's left in O.J. Howard, Jay, is solid enough to put him on the field. Should have been.
And Ertz has been fairly injury prone at times too.
That's what I'm saying.
Even though I don't really like that injury prone, he's been hurt more than you'd want somebody to be hurt.
Just looking at his receiving, Zach Ertz is declined every year.
But so has the quarterback play in Philadelphia.
Well, yeah, to that point, you're 100% correct. He's 30, be 31 sometime this year. So it's I don't know. We can dive more into that, Jay, in the next segment coming back, man, because it's an interesting thing. Like, and also Titans, y'all can't be everybody's Santa Claus, man. Like, I know what you're trying to do as far as get more and more talent, and that's beautiful, but you can't be everybody's Santa Claus with every hot name that's on the market, man. Not all free agents is good free agents, but I like Zach Ertz. I do think he's talented, but to your point, though, Jay, I like O.J. Howard. I do. I really do.
So do I. I don't know his situation.
And if you listen to the words around Titans camp and OTAs and everybody, like, I feel like they're very high on Ferguson.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you're going to find out. Like, if you're high on Ferguson, then this doesn't happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you want a young budding star that you can, make something of, or at least can play a really good role, or do you want to go ahead and go for the hot shot right now? It seems like right now Tannehill loves Ferguson, as he calls him. Loves him.
Well, he's done everything right. He really has. 615-737-1045. Who would you use to motivate you to slap somebody on stage? And we got calls about shopping carts now because we all agree. That guy's the worst, man. That could be the new hotness, Shafe. Loud muffler guy or shopping cart lever in the middle of the parking lot guy.
Shopping cart vandal.
No, he's not a vandal.
He's definitely a vandal.
He's not
leaves it in parking
painting.
spots.
He's not spray painting.
He'll hit your car if you don't watch it. Vandal.
Well, he doesn't roll it into your car.
I've seen some things, Jason.
I don't think vandal works. 615-737-1045. Also, O.J. Howard or Zach Ertz? Do you want either one of them? Do you think the Titans need one of them? And which one would you take between the two? We'll be right back. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
The guys like to talk, and you like to listen. Blaine and Mickey, this afternoon, 1 to 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, it's JMart. With summer around the corner, and it certainly felt like it wasn't just around the corner, it was right there this weekend. Had that 100 heat index yesterday, but that probably means that you're in your house a good bit, and you're walking around, you're thinking, there's some things that need to be done around here. You've got some ideas for some home improvement projects. Maybe your wife's put together that honey-do list. Here's the good news. Lee Company can make those ideas come to life, and that means the bigger ones, the more ambitious ones, and also the smaller ones. The pros at Lee Company have the know-how and the tools to handle any home improvement project inside or outside. That goes from hanging pictures and painting walls, even to building a new deck. Like I said, it can be a smaller thing or it can be a bigger thing, but if you do have a big project in mind, you can get special financing on home improvement projects over $2,500 right now from Lee Company. They're going to find a way to make it affordable to do the thing that you want to do to your home right now. So give Lee Company a call, 615-567-1000. That's 567-1000 for Lee Company, 567-1000, or online at leecompany.com. And if it's not the home improvement, there's something they can do for your home right now and do it for less. So go to leecompany.com/promotions and find out. But again, big improvement projects over $2,500, special financing available from Lee Company. Call them today.
Ready to get out and dress up a little? I mean, in something other than sweatpants? Visit Shane Company. What better way to add style and polish to your look than with fine jewelry that's beautiful and unique? Create a stylish necklace with meaningful charms, like your birthstone or a gemstone that has significance to you. Add a beautiful gold letter charm accented with diamonds, or a compass charm to remind you of your direction. Getting ready for a vacation? Look chic at sunset with gold hoop earrings and layered gold necklaces or bracelets for an on-trend look. We have so many elegant styles to choose from, created by our in-house designers. Stunning 14-karat gold jewelry that's perfect for a romantic summer evening. Come see your friends at Shane Company. It's time to get out and have a little fun.
Now you have a friend in the jewelry business, Shane Company. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5, and online at shaneco.com.
BetMGM welcomes you to Showtime with a risk-free first bet up to $600. Simply sign up and use bonus code MGM600 and you're on your way to betting with the king of sportsbooks. Plus, with BetMGM's new one-game parlay feature, you can choose from hundreds of bet types and combinations within a single game to build the perfect parlay. All the action on all your favorite sports will be at your fingertips when you download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code MGM600 to make your first bet risk-free up to $600. Bet with confidence and turn game day into payday at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid in free bets. Must be 21 years or older. Must be in Tennessee. Visit BetMGM.com for full list of terms and conditions. For problem gambling support, call the Tennessee Red Line at 800-889-9789.
At a time when it seems everything is on back order, you should know Buy Floors Direct has massive quantities of every type of flooring in stock and ready to go today. Unlike retail stores, you buy direct from our warehouse. No middleman and no retail expenses, so you pay less. No need to order, no waiting, and the selection is incredible. In fact, we have more flooring in stock than anyone in Middle Tennessee. At Buy Floors Direct, you get what you want, when you want it, all at a wholesale price. And at a time when customer service seems to be in short supply, Buy Floors Direct has a friendly, knowledgeable staff that have the answers to questions you may have. Go to buyfloorsdirect.com, choose what you want, and pick it up today. Or come on in to touch and feel it. You'll see why Nashville's top contractors buy their flooring at a Buy Floors Direct warehouse. And you can too.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is Sarah. How can I help?
I've been thinking.
What have you been thinking about?
Decluttering.
And what did you decide?
I decided I should do it a lot more often.
Well, you definitely called the right number.
I decided I should declutter more often because it's an important part of a balanced and healthy life.
Oh? Tell me more.
We shower regularly to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And we cut our hair to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And there are other important things we do just to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Have you ever noticed that 1-800-GOT-JUNK has a question mark at the end of it?
Yes, I have noticed that.
We make junk disappear.
All I have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Let me tell you, the most expensive mistake a homebuyer can make is not shopping for the best mortgage. Hey, I'm Roger Moore, founder and CEO of Loan Pronto. It's a fact. Homebuyers who choose Loan Pronto save an average of $3,500. That is a ton of money for furniture or moving expenses. How do we do it? First, we don't charge our clients thousands in junk lender fees and closing costs, and our all-digital platform streamlines the process so you close faster and easier. Realtors love working with us, and we will work with your existing realtor, but don't make a decision about the loan until you call us. Listen, not all mortgages are created equal, and it pays to get a second opinion. Even if you've already started the process, we promise to beat your current offer, or we will pay you $1,000 for your time. So check us out at loanpronto.com or call us today at 615-499-5780. Lower rates, lower cost, and a stress-free experience. Again, loanpronto.com or call us at 615-499-5780.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
Need a job? We can help. Visit tnjobfair.com to see who's hiring. tnjobfair.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Sumner, Vietnam Veterans Boulevard westbound. Watch for an accident at Hendersonville. Stop and go traffic. No problems coming in on 65 or 40. No unusual delays on 24 or 440. 840 running accident free. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. Powered by all Four Seasons Garage Doors right here in Nashville. At JMart Ramon on Twitter. Podcast us wherever you get your podcast. We usually throw up the Spotify link a couple of times over the weekend. And, of course, you can get us through Apple as well. A lot of you already doing that. We greatly appreciate it. If you got time for that 5-star review, we would appreciate that.
Much appreciated.
John in the borough leading off in this segment. John, go right ahead, brother.
Yes, y'all were talking about the
carts being left out in the parking lot. Are y'all familiar with the cart narcs on Facebook and Twitter and all that?
Yeah, Moan actually talked about him. I wasn't, but I'm definitely going to find out because I imagine that's worth the time.
It is.
Well, I'm just warning you, once you start that this morning, you're going to be watching it, several videos, because it's hilarious how they shame people, and then they put these bumper stickers on their bumper talking about you're being a lazy bones, and man, people get mad and throw stuff at them. It's pretty incredible, actually.
It is.
Yeah, we appreciate that, John.
It's good.
I gotta give you one quick update about another story. Remember back when I was telling you about the non-waivers?
Yeah.
In the neighborhood, we had the one husband and wife that just the wife will not make eye contact with you.
Yeah.
They just sold their house and moved.
Ooh.
Hashtag shamed.
Hashtag they were trying to distance themselves.
I told Abby because they again, the housing market's just absurd. I'll tell you about Mortgage Investors Group a little bit later on, but they had like 8 open houses. I think the house is already sold, by the way. It's only been on the market like a day, and it's already been sold. At probably a nice profit. But I was like, I'm going to stand outside, and I'm just going to wave. I'm going to have Margot out there, and I'm just going to wave, and if they don't wave, I'm going to go up to the realtor and be like, don't sell it to these people.
You going to treat them like the scenes in Step Brothers?
Yeah. It's like, I need to know the kind of people you are. And if you're the non-waving type, we can keep on rolling.
Come on, man. Hey, dog, every time I see Buck's Adderall medication on Twitch, I lose it.
It's pretty funny.
But the non-waivers are gone.
They're out. They've already emptied the house. They are gone. Gone.
Oh man.
They've moved to, I can't remember the place.
Timbuktu.
No, they're still sort of in the area. Sylvan Park.
Sylvan Park. Where's Sylvan? I know what Sylvan Park is in Brentwood, right?
They could be super nice people. They just you weren't going to find out.
They weren't for you.
You weren't going to find out.
So the whole time they hadn't invited you over for a wing off the grill.
Cousin Justin Brinkley says something maybe you can help me with, Moan.
What's that?
Because I said, who would you need to picture in order to get motivated to slap somebody on stage? And I know maybe you don't need that, but because at a rehearsal dinner, Will Bowling was dragged in that way at something that had nothing to do with the zone or anything else. It was just back to high school, and I happened to be there to hear this. I mentioned this out. Justin Brinkley says, I'd like to slap Blippy. He says, you may not be there with CG, but once you watch him, you'll want to give him a Ric Flair chop across the chest, too.
Who is Blippy?
I don't know.
I don't know who Blippy is.
That must be like Baby Shark or that kind of thing.
It might be. I was past the Baby Shark era with my kids, so I missed that one.
It's a kids' TV.
It's not. Mona, it's not over.
I'm saying as far as my kids being aged in that watch party stuff, we missed that one. So I don't know who Blippy is.
You know, it is kind of funny the way Ramon's been talking about his kids lately. Like they're both graduating high school tomorrow.
I mean, my kids are growing up
BA
super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got decisions to make, man. I was telling Shafe earlier before the show, I was just like, man, with my kids, like we've aged ourselves out with some stuff. We're younger with like older kids and stuff. The activities, man, is different. You'll see, Jay. Welcome to this parenting world, dog. CG, you're in it. And then we're going to get a Jason Jr. soon. I'm claiming it already. We thought CG was going to be Jason Jr., but it's cool.
I'm hoping number 2, assuming that we don't change our minds.
Yeah.
And just, I think, I'm just hoping number 2, I want a matched pair.
Oh, do you?
More than anything, I just want. No, I mean, I want one of each.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
But the same thing is true about the first one and the second one. Just be healthy.
That's all you really care
That's what we
about.
got with CG.
Yep.
I mean, I just need her to not cry when I hold her.
I tried to warn you. I did. You know I did. I was like, hey, enjoy that free time while you got it. Cart narc. CG might end up being Jason Jr.
No, promise you that won't happen.
But Ertz though, man. We said we was gonna talk about that.
Ertz, OJ Howard. That was sort of what we were discussing there. Ertz is out there to be had. I was looking at his injury history. A lot of it is he missed a game.
Which is normal.
He's been dinged here and there.
Yeah.
The question is, has his reduction in production been a function of Carson Wentz?
It seems that way.
Because he was sort of the guy. There weren't any real wide receivers to speak of outside of Deshaun when he was there.
Mm-hmm.
There have been guys that they've went and drafted that haven't worked out, and free agents they've brought in haven't worked out. I mean, Nelson Aguilar got good the second he left Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He went to Oakland and started balling out, and now he's been paid by, is it New England that got him? Aguilar got, it was one of the teams up northeast.
May have, man. I'm looking at Ertz. Ertz was a Pro Bowl in 17, 18, and 19, actually. He had 916 yards in 2019, and then 2020 was a bad year for Philly. He had 335 yards. Still average, 9.3 per catch?
I mean, Ertz was like a consistent top 5 fantasy tight end for a while. And then then you started watching Kelsey and Kittle closer, and you realized Ertz wasn't that guy.
Yeah, when you see them two monsters, though.
Yeah, I mean, that changes everything.
Yeah, that changes everything.
That's why Kyle Pitts went where Kyle Pitts did, because we don't even know we've seen anything like Kyle Pitts.
And I'm excited for that. That first, preseason is going to be interesting. One, because they got to ramp it up a little bit when it comes down to only 3 games, So I want to see the Titans versus Atlanta. I know it's preseason, but to see what that monster is going to be able to do, Jay, is interesting.
Shay, if you can give me a demerit, I know we were supposed to do this coming back. We can do it now, can't we?
That is demerit.
There we go.
Thank you for that. Father's Day weekend is actually this weekend. I was sure it was yesterday. And then I was like, why didn't I be doing anything? I didn't say anything out loud. I'm like, this is my first Father's Day.
God, I wish you would have.
Me too.
I was like, I don't see, she hasn't mentioned anything about Father's Day.
Wasn't no charcuterie board.
All of a sudden, I was just like, I feel like, man, I'm going to get a card. I told her that the shoes I got, that'd be enough. I don't need any gifts. That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'm going to get you a gift certificate to get those legs waxed.
And he walks away from the mic. He just said that and dipped.
Anyway, Father's Day weekend is coming up.
Yeah.
So all week across the zone, we're giving you a chance to win dad tickets to events and concerts. So today, and this is going to be happening all day long, but here in our show right now, be caller number 5 for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Braves Rays. Atlanta and Tampa on Sunday, July 18th at Truist Park down in Atlanta. Caller number 5 at 615-737-1045. 737-1045. Caller 5, your chance to win a pair of tickets to the Atlanta Braves, Tampa Bay Rays, Sunday, July the 18th. We're going to a Braves game. The show's going to a Braves game in August.
Yeah, we are.
Can't wait to get down there.
Can't
But
wait.
yeah, 5th caller to Jonathan Schaefer right now, 615-737-1045, Braves Rays, and you'll have more opportunities later on in the day as well.
Man, that's a heck of a trip.
Casey laughing and says, Jason wondering why he's not being praised on a random Sunday. Dude, I thought, I was like, it's weird that I think it's today because it's usually U.S. Open Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it still is. I just got mixed up on my dates.
Mm-hmm.
Then I looked at my own calendar, and I realized it kind of when I woke up. Or actually, no, it was before that. I was doing my Fox show, and I was like, is today Father's Day? Because I wanted to make sure I didn't say Happy Father's Day at the wrong time. Realized, yeah, it would have been the wrong time.
Bragging on yourself. I always equated it to the end of minicamp while I was playing. This week is minicamp for most teams, except for the Green Bay Packers, who were without Aaron.
That's right. Oh, by the way, concert tickets, we're going to give those away all week, too. So there's going to be 4 chances to win tickets to the Braves today. Also, concert tickets. I believe it's Counting Crows. We're giving tickets away to Counting Crows next hour, so that'll be something else to stick around for. But, yeah, Ertz has been banged up. He hasn't, missed significant time. He's just had a little nicks here and there.
Yeah.
But he's been playing for a while. And as far as Aaron Rodgers goes, Mark Murphy, the president of the Packers, invoked the late Ted Thompson and said, yeah, Aaron's a complicated fella. That was the quote. That's throwing kerosene on the fire a little bit. I heard Dan Graziano and some of the ESPN folks, they're just like, they're not engaging in any trade talks. They're not listening to any of them. They're not interested in trading for him. They want to try and wait this thing out, or trading him, I should say. But they're also preparing Jordan Love. But the mistake that they're making, Moan, is that they're talking about Aaron Rodgers at all. If you actually want him to come back, don't mention his name, because then he's like, why aren't they talking about me? Spend your time talking about the coach. Spend your time talking about Jordan Love. Spend your time talking about Devontae Adams, all of that kind of stuff. And just don't even mention it. Just be like, hey, man, when Aaron makes a decision, we'll be here. And then just move on from that. because the more they say, the more they reveal. I do think more people are starting to think this is not going to have a happy ending. No. Because it's switched. At first it was he's definitely not going to play. Then it was he's probably coming back to Green Bay. And now it is I don't see how he can come back.
Yeah.
Because they offered – here's the thing. They offered him and have talked to his people about a new contract for a while. His deal is not competitive with the top quarterback deals right now. So they're like, we'll take care of you. We've got it set up. And it was rejected.
Yep.
That tells me, I mean, what do you do at that point in time unless you fire your entire front office to keep your quarterback? At which point do you even have a franchise?
Mm-hmm. I would say it ain't, he's got enough money, but this, money is numbers. You can never have enough when it comes down to either showing your importance in this league or just what you want out of life. I never forget seeing somebody that was like, who had already been paid big time. It was like, well, I got another payday coming, and the payday ended up coming. You know what the conversation was? Well, I'm just glad I got it. Now I can fly private way more than I wanted to. There's always little things in the back of your mind that was that you appreciate and want out of getting paid. With Aaron Rodgers, if it was the money, they came to him with an offer. They presented it to him. They talked to him about getting him what he want and what he need as far as his team goes, although they drafted a cornerback still in the first round. But they're trying to make it work with him. At least they've actively kind of said something. And truth be told, their team president in that shareholders meeting that they had at the stadium in Green Bay, it wasn't like he was lying when he said he's a complicated fella, but he shouldn't have said it.
There's nothing that was going to be good that came out of saying that.
But it shows the pressure they're feeling either from the fan base, from the team, as far as them. Green Bay's not a team that makes a whole lot of headlines in the offseason. That's not their way. If you look at everything that they got, they have it. They have a quarterback who's a Hall of Fame player. They have one of the best offenses. Your quarterback just won MVP, which was out of spite. But even still, Green Bay doesn't make these type of headlines. The last time they made these type of headlines was in another transition. That was Brett Favre. So they got a bad problem of finding the next guy, man. It's weird with what they got going on. But Aaron Rodgers, like you said, more than anything, he finds his way out of a lot of stuff. He finds himself being a hero to most. And I'm sure the president, what was his name? Green Bay president?
Mark Murphy.
Mark Murphy. He was a guy that I'm sure is feeling the pressure of those shareholders in which he was giving that speech in front of. I can't imagine a fan base that's just prideful, that's having a dirty laundry in front of everybody. And the thing about them is the concept of them being a publicly owned franchise. That's got to suck. That's got to be a whole lot of pressure because Aaron Rodgers is a guy that makes your team better. But here's Aaron Rodgers saying, nah, screw you. I'm doing what I want to do in this process, man. The fact that you have quarterbacks that are making these type of headlines is putting front offices in a bad position. And I don't know if that's good or bad for either one of them, but it's definitely changed the power plays that guys can make because of what quarterbacks are doing. Russ is another guy that might go through this similar next year, depending on what happens.
Russ backing off now is just, I'm going to play one more year, win, lose, or draw. Either we win a Super Bowl or not, I'm out of Seattle after this year. He's not saying that he's going to leave. He's now just backing off it because he's just decided, all right, one more year, Sierra. He's not coming back there after this year. I don't think he is. And it's not that they've done wrong by him. They haven't. They got a coordinator in there that I think he likes. I think he likes the skill talent. Even though they didn't get Julio, they were able to do some things. I don't think it's a big enough market. I think he's leaving Seattle because it's Seattle, not because of the Seahawks organization.
And I'll say this. I think Seattle's awesome. I think it's a dope NFL city. Their fan base, I mean, look at the way they do with their soccer club. Look at the way how excited they are with the Kraken coming there.
They're a wonderful sports city.
Wonderful. But we've seen Russ live a different life now that he's become the guy.
He wants to own a team. He wants to be a magnate. Like he has big-time business aspirations.
And I think L.A.'s out of the picture for him as far as trying to be in the L.A. market. So where would he go?
Vegas. Maybe like a New York.
East Coast city maybe somewhere. I'm not sure
Dallas
where.
Because it's Dallas.
But Dak, though.
I don't think it would happen.
Yeah.
I'm saying where he would go, not where he will go.
Yeah, I mean, if he could go to Green Bay, I don't know if that would appease him enough.
No, Green Bay's you stay in Seattle before you go to Green Bay.
But just in the world
Chicago,
of Philly, it's a big that's a business hub when we speak about
Vegas is the one you're hearing everywhere. Because Vegas is becoming.
What would Gruden do for that too? What wouldn't he give up for that?
How see you getting rid of Mayock and Gruden in Vegas?
That's true too. We've seen odds of.
I mean, let's be real about that for a second.
He's on the as far as Vegas odds of a coach being on the hot seat this year. I mean, you got to think so.
I don't think Mark Davis wants to scratch that check, but
he's got that stupid 10-year contract.
Stupid contract.
And yes, he's getting paid. And if that was me or my dad, you legal bank robber is what he was, man.
Frostbite's right. We've mentioned this before, but Green Bay Packer organization seems to always get the great quarterback. But then when it's time to move on, it's always drama. That's right.
It is.
We've seen this happen the last time with Brett Favre. Now it's happening with Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. It's they got to find a better way.
Eventually, this has to come to some kind of a head.
Mm-hmm.
But the Packers have played themselves into a spot where if you try to trade him now, you're trading him to a spot where you're not going to get a great piece of value in return. They can give you a boatload of picks, but what's the best one going to be?
And right now, as far as free agency and teams go, money's already spent or teams already settled. This year's NFL draft, like it really satisfied a lot of young bad teams with good quarterbacks. Miami solid. We're looking at Chicago solid now. Patriots is in a good place. Even the future for San Francisco's in a good place.
Like I said, Denver's the place he goes if he leaves. That's why they've been the betting favorites the whole time. That because they actually still have a need. I know Bridgewater. I think Bridgewater's better than Locke, but neither one of them's Aaron Rodgers. And with the rest of the talent on the Broncos, especially on the offensive side with those receivers, I mean, you're putting yourself really firmly into the mix.
What do you give up if you're Denver, though?
Well, I mean, you probably have to give up Bradley Chubb,
a wide receiver,
maybe one of the wide receivers, maybe.
Which also does the same thing.
It does, except they have like 4 top flight wide. They have the best wide receiver core, top to bottom in the NFL.
And a tight end, a young running back out of North Carolina that's a stud with a defense. So he had the deep. That's the thing. I'm like, I guess they expected too much out of a guy that needed more help than he said publicly as far as his wide receivers go. Is that fair to say, or was he supposed to make those wide receivers that good, Jay?
2K Beasy. Green Bay announces Rodgers makes it to camp, but it's his younger brother. No, they want to win. 615-737-1045. 737-1045. We'll come back on the other side.
Yeah.
Again, who would you slap in the face? And why would it be Will Bowling?
And we got a ticket winner.
Yeah, we do have a ticket winner as well. And we're going to give away Counting Crows tickets next hour. So stick around. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
The biggest topics. Will Bowling hosts the Zone Daily Podcast. Delivered every morning at 5 a.m. on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the entire Zone Podcast Network.
Hey, it's Ramon. And when it comes to selling a home, there can be a lot of uncertainty during that process. But I know the people who can provide certainty, which also helps provide a peace of mind. And that's Open Door. Hundreds of thousands of people have already experienced the certainty of using Open Door, and you can too. Go to opendoor.com, answer a few quick questions about your home, then complete a contact-free video walkthrough, and get your offer in just a few steps. If you like that offer, you can sell your house directly to Open Door. No do-it-yourself repairs, no prep work, no showings, no anything. Present it, send it, do it. You can get the offer, you can close when you are ready, and you can do it all online. That's, my listening crowd, is certainty, okay? Get your free offer at opendoor.com/myoffer. Again, that's opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies, and Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage, Inc. License 02061130 in California, Open Door Brokerage, LLC, and its other markets.
Thanks, Bill. Have a great day.
Every time our seniors pick up their prescriptions, they're saving money thanks to Medicare Part D. Now, Washington's special interests want to dismantle this vital program and use the money to pay for a partisan political agenda. But Marsha Blackburn is standing up for Tennessee seniors. Blackburn is fighting to protect Medicare and keep drug costs low. America is the global leader in medical innovation, giving our seniors access to more drugs, treatments, and cures than anyone else in the world. And Marsha Blackburn's plan would keep it that way. Now more than ever, our seniors need certainty when it comes to their health care. That's why Marsha Blackburn is keeping drug costs down and making life-saving medication accessible for those that need it most. Call Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank her for introducing the PING Act, and ask her to keep fighting to keep drug prices low for Tennessee seniors. Paid for by A Better Tomorrow in Tennessee.
Genesis Diamonds is celebrating the summer of 2021 with an offer that everyone's loving right now. 5 years, zero interest financing with zero down on anything and everything. Upgrade or diamond, and you can spread the payments over 5 years with zero interest. Treat yourself to that designer necklace or those diamond earrings you've had your eyes on. It's easy with this spectacular offer, and everything's included, even all our GIA certified diamonds. Pick any item, divide the price by 60, and that's your monthly payment. No down payment is required. You can even finance the sales tax. People are driving for hours to take advantage of this. Imagine a $12,000 designer engagement ring or diamond tennis bracelet, just $200 a month. It's the smartest and definitely the most cost-effective way to treat your special someone or even yourself. Don't miss this incredible opportunity. 5 years, zero interest financing with nothing down, now for a limited time. Only at Genesis Diamonds, Green Hills and Cool Springs. Unapproved credit.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. In my over 30 years as a financial planner, I've seen a lot of mistakes when it comes to planning for retirement. Many times people just put money in their target date funds at work, which is kind of a one-size-fits-all type of investing process, or they don't do anything or do too little because they don't know what to do. They might use Roth IRAs or Roth 401ks when pre-tax investments would be a better fit based on their tax circumstances, or vice versa. Sometimes people buy individual stocks thinking, well, I'm taking more risk, I should get more return. Well, why would a company want to pay you more money to use your money? And finally, and this is a big one, where people will work with somebody from a big investment firm, a bank, or a mutual fund company, not thinking about the fact that the advisor works for that company rather than representing them. Think about it this way. You might spend as much time in retirement as you did in work. It takes planning to be successful. To find out what makes us so different, go to our website at paulwinkler.com. You can set up a free 15-minute phone call or even a meeting right there, paulwinkler.com.
This isn't just basketball. This is the NBA playoffs. And with William Hill Sportsbook, you can dial up the playoff intensity from the palm of your hand. Just download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RADIORF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Tennessee to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. William Hill Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA. Let's make it interesting.
Business owners today are facing staffing issues like never before. Join MasterStaff Global Employment this Thursday as they hold a special seminar on how to pivot during this new normal of no one wanting to work. During this discussion, we'll learn how to restructure and offset the challenges facing companies today. Companies like yours and what you should know. That's this Thursday at Gaylord Springs Golf Links. Purchase tickets now at eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Space is limited.
These are uncertain times, to say the least, but one thing that is certain is the level of service you can expect to receive from Aaron's Garage Doors. Hi, I'm Aaron Moore, owner of Aaron's Garage Doors. I started my business over 20 years ago in Wilson County, so I can safely say we are truly a local company you can feel good using. You've been putting off having your garage door serviced or repaired, even replaced. We offer great finance options. Call me at 615-456-6654 for a free, no-obligation quote. That's 615-456-6654 or visit aaronsdoorservice.com today.
Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year. It's amazing because Discover is accepted at 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report limitations apply.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game in a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Glencliff, 40 westbound at Spence Lane. We've got an accident. Watch for stop-and-go traffic from Donaldson Pike. Berry Hill, 440 westbound at Nolensville Pike. An accident's been moved to the right shoulder. Stop traffic from 24. Sumner, Vietnam Veterans Boulevard westbound. Watch for an accident at Hendersonville. And in Laverne, Murfreesboro Pike, a crash west of Hobson Pike. No problems coming in on 24 or 65. No unusual delays on 840. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Get out that saddle. On 3, 2, 1, and we out of the saddle.
And we're out of the saddle.
JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. Brought to you by All Four Seasons Garage Doors, powered by them. All four, the number 4, allfourseasonsgarages.com/Nashville. They'll do it right. They'll do it quick. You won't need it done a second time. 11-year NFL veteran, Vol for Life, Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer. I'm Jason Martin. We're on Twitter at JMart and Ramon. So, yeah, the Peloton is set up. Little, let's make sure it's working Thursday. Friday got to business. Saturday, before the rehearsal dinner, did I don't know, I guess it was a 30-minute hip-hop 90s ride, and then a cool-down ride. And so I meet Alex Toussaint.
Yeah.
And Alex Toussaint don't know me the way he appears to try and know me by the way he talks to me.
Yeah,
you don't talk to Nick Cottrell that way.
you don't talk to us this way. The Peloton bike, man. Who was it? Tyler Dunn called it a cult.
Yeah, I could see. I could see why you would think some of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get a workout, and I'm trying to get it within the confines of the life with CG and everything that's going on. And it does. It makes a significant difference to be able to work out in your own house.
And it also, with the instructors on the Peloton, you say what you want to. They're talking to the crowd, but the way they talk to you, it's like, you talking to me? Are you challenging me right now?
But I mean, Toussaint was very positive. They're all pretty positive from what I can see. But Toussaint was just it's just something about sitting there and you're doing something. He's like, get your ass up. And you're like, I don't know you, man. Why are you cursing at me?
Why are you cussing me out, man? The worst though is when they're trying to instruct you on what you need to be doing during this paddle session, and then they'll lock the brakes and just stand up.
Yeah, that was the best thing. I'm in the midst of this thing. We're doing this deal where we're standing up. And so he sits down, and it was the end of around the time you thought it would be. So I sat down, and he's like, ain't nobody tell you to sit down. Stand on up. I'm like, wait a second. You're not even pedaling.
I hate trainers. I love the love-hate relationship I had with my trainer. I'm going to name drop him right now because that's how much I hated him during this time of the year. James Wilson, if you are listening right now, Jason, the amount of just profanity and just hate and love I had towards this man while training, I'm talking about the worst, best person I knew in my life. And when it was done, Jason, and I was able to clear my head, I was like, whew, sorry I said all that to you, Jason. That's how I feel about the Peloton instructors right now. I'm like, y'all should be better than where you are right now. You shouldn't talk to me this way, and I shouldn't talk to you this way either. It is by far one of the worst things
I've never had a trainer. Just somebody that gives me the stuff to do, and it's fine.
Try it.
Whatever.
Try it, Jay. I'm telling you, you're going to walk out of that thing like, man, did I have a therapy session, or was that a hate call right there?
What I do seems to work fine.
Try a trainer 1 week. You're going to hate them, I promise you.
I don't want to pay people money.
To hate them? That's a good, but the Peloton thing right now, though, Jay. The women on there, psychos. And I continue to go to the boards, too, because I'm like, I know I'm going to get a good burn, and I know it's going to be like, why am I doing this? Between Alex and those are the two that him and just the females on there, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And Alex, why are you the way you are? Peloton game is a real thing, man.
It's a good workout, though.
Real good workout.
No question. But they're definitely getting paid to
motivate the way they do.
Motivate's one way to put it, yes. But no, I actually enjoyed it. 615-737-1045. 737-1045.
I shared a video with you, too, from this past weekend in the Slack. There was
Where?
a kid in the random.
Okay.
There was a kid on RJ's travel team.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
That tried to help his teammate out by doing something.
Okay, I'm watching the video right now.
Unthinkable, Jay.
I have a feeling we'll go to break and comment on this specifically after the break.
Just wait and see till you see the.
Have you tweeted it out?
No, I have not
Okay.
tweeted it out because I want to protect the kids. I don't want to put them out there with his
All right,
parents.
there's a
not being
Gatorade.
Okay. Yep, you see what's going on.
Oh, no.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yes, indeed.
Crunchy. And this child just ate a cicada.
Yep. He ate it. That sound, by the way, is even louder in person, dog. You should have saw the amount of cicadas. If you're driving through Ohio, Cousin Mike, I know they might be in your area. They're floating everywhere, man. I saw people like covering up, like there's like these breathable like covers they're putting on their trees so that cicadas don't get close to their house. It's a different world when you get in Ohio.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
Just floating across the street is like dead cicadas.
615-737-1045. That child should be kicked off the travel team.
This dude just did this.
Yeah, that's the perfect drop. Congrats to Brandon Davis in Lebanon. He won the Braves tickets. We got concert tickets we'll give away in the second segment of the next hour. Again, the question, if you think they need a tight end, who would you go after? Ertz is being mentioned to the Titans along with some other teams. Is that worth it to you? Would you rather have O.J. Howard, or are you riding with Ferks, as it sounds like his quarterback? But everybody's going to say they're riding with him. You don't get anything by saying, yeah, I hope we get somebody else. This guy's terrible. You don't say that publicly unless you're Le'Veon Bell because he's a moron. We'll be right back. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Have a late lunch with Blaine and Mickey.
No, but people eat beef tongue. That's a thing. Lucas nodding. Yes. I just can't imagine the cow going, like trying to move with no tongue.
That's a cow. That's a big tongue.
Oh, yeah, it's a big tongue.
Blaine and Mickey. This afternoon, 1 to 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, it's JMart. If you were planning to buy a home this year, first off, you better get on it. Second off, a whole lot of people want the same house that you do. But it is, look, the real estate industry is banging right now. You can find, tour, finance, even close on a home virtually anywhere. The problem is there's so many other people that are in the market looking for the same houses. If you don't have the right team on your side, you just don't have a chance. But I'm going to give you the best chance in the world. It's Mortgage Investors Group. My good friends there, ready to help you get pre-qualified today through a complete touch-free process. The power of technology means that MIG can help you with an end-to-end digital mortgage experience, and they can do it quickly and safely. Mortgage Investors Group committed to helping Tennesseans fulfill their dreams of home ownership. Their mortgage experts will find and structure the mortgage that best fits your needs, best achieves your goals, because they want to be your home loan lender. I don't know if you are ready to buy a new home. Maybe you want to lower your home loan payment. Maybe you want to pull some cash out of the equity that's already in your home. Whatever it is, let Mortgage Investors Group work for you. Again, the house that you want, 50 other people want it, and another 200 want it that haven't gotten to see it yet, but they'll see it before the end of the day. It's not going to take long for that house to be gone. I want it to be in your hands. So go to migonline.com. That's migonline.com for the office nearest you, or text MIG to 31399 to get pre-qualified. When you get pre-qualified, you get moving with Mortgage Investors Group. Equal housing lender, license number 109111.
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Lexicon, your holistic provider of practice management software and legal support services. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Sammy Watkins. Drafted 4th overall out of Clemson by Buffalo back in 2014, Watkins won a Super Bowl ring with Kansas City 2 years ago. His 38-yard reception on what turned out to be the pivotal winning touchdown drive helped spark the Chiefs' fourth-quarter comeback victory against the 49ers. This past April, Watkins signed a one-year, $6 million contract with Baltimore, where he certainly will be bringing veteran leadership to the wide receivers room. Honestly, Baltimore feels like Kansas City to me. Feels like a team that's ready to win the Super Bowl, Watkins said. A team that's ready to go out there and have fun and put up points. Good defense, good special teams. I'm just happy to be here. So have a happy 28th birthday, Sammy. Enjoy the day. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. When the prospect of divorce becomes a reality, you need a partner that you can count on. If you're a man in this situation, consider contacting Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men navigate complex legal matters for 30 years.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Nashville area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Online at CordellCordell.com. 810 Crescent Center Drive, Suite 160, Franklin, Tennessee, 37067.
Only T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help businesses realize new possibilities, like our WFX solutions, enabled by our nationwide 5G network that help teams stay connected and productive where work happens. We also provide an award-winning customer experience and first-class benefits with every plan. Get unmatched network support and value without any trade-offs at T-Mobile.com/unconventional. Capable device required. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain plan or feature. See T-Mobile.com.
Staples Connect helps your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. And right now, get $10 off signs, banners, or posters when you spend $50 or more. Offer ends 7/3, valid in-store and online. Visit staples.com/signage for details. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects, treatments extra. Results vary.
At a time when it seems everything is on back order, you should know Buy Floors Direct has massive quantities of every type of flooring in stock and ready to go today. Unlike retail stores, you buy direct from our warehouse. No middleman and no retail expenses, so you pay less. No need to order, no waiting, and the selection is incredible. In fact, we have more flooring in stock than anyone in Middle Tennessee. At Buy Floors Direct, you get what you want, when you want it, all at a wholesale price. And at a time when customer service seems to be in short supply, Buy Floors Direct has a friendly, knowledgeable staff that have the answers to questions you may have. Go to buyfloorsdirect.com, choose what you want, and pick it up today. Or come on in to touch and feel it. You'll see why Nashville's top contractors buy their flooring at a Buy Floors Direct warehouse. And you can too.
If you're suffering with back pain, the Disc Center of Franklin is there to give you the relief you need. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan. The next 25 callers can get exam, x-rays, and a complete review of your findings for just $39. Call the Disc Center of Franklin now, 615-551-9224.
Divorce is never easy, but it's important to have an attorney who understands the personal and financial ramifications. Everett Law. We will be here when you're ready. Visit us at everettlaw.net or 615-244-8665.
The legendary wrestler and promoter is spelling it out for you on his new podcast, My World, with Jeff Jarrett.
First things first, Conrad. You said let's start a wrestling company. Folks that are not from the South, is that with two S's and two L's? RASSILLIN, because it's wrestling. Is that accurate spelling?
I've always spelled it RASSLIN.
Okay, well, you misspelled it, pal.
My World with Jeff Jarrett. Listen on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your shows.
The world-famous Nashville Palace, the line-dancing, honky-tonk, and classic country music concert venue, is now hiring full and part-time bartenders, servers, food runners, and special event staff. Get your start at the same place Randy Travis did. Email your resume to ashley@chgnash.com. That's ashley@chgnash.com.
For all your foundation and waterproofing needs, visit ussTN.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
440 westbound at Spence Lane, we've got a crash. Watch for stop traffic from Donaldson Pike. Berry Hill, 440 westbound at Nolensville Pike. An accident's been moved to the right shoulder. Traffic stop and go from 24. Laverne, Murfreesboro Pike, there's a crash west of Hobson Pike and Sumner. Vietnam Veterans Boulevard westbound at Hendersonville, there's an accident being cleared. This report brought to you by Echo Park. You don't want to pay more when you don't have to. At Echo Park Nashville, they echo that. Their vehicles are always the lowest price, up to $3,000 less than their competition. Find your next vehicle today at echopark.com. Echo Park Automotive. Lower prices, higher quality, better experience. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
From the Mark Spain Real Estate Studio, WGFX Gallatin, Nashville, a Cumulus station. Our season never ends. Your home for Titans and Vols football. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 8:02. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. Tennessee and Vanderbilt, they've both advanced to the College World Series in Omaha. Tennessee swept the Knoxville Super Regional, punching their ticket on Sunday with a 15-6 win over LSU.
The pitch, smoked to third, caught on the fly by Jake Rucker. That's the inning and the ball game. Final score, Tennessee 15, LSU 6. The Vols say, hello win column. Tennessee says, hello College World Series. And it's dog pile time in Tennessee.
John Wilkerson with the call for the Vol Network. He will join us at 9:20 this morning on JMart and Ramon for the Vols, their first trip to Omaha since 2005. Vanderbilt clinched its return to Omaha with a 4-1 win over East Carolina on Saturday at Hawkins Field. For Vandy, the 2019 national champions, they're making their fifth trip to the College World Series since 2011. Their opponent will be Arizona. Top-ranked Arkansas was eliminated from the tournament by NC State yesterday, losing 3-2. Braves defeated the Marlins 6-4. That ended a 4-game losing streak for the Bravos. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and the Vols. This is 104.5 Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by All Four Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? JMart and Ramon, hour number 3 of the program on this Monday. Glad to have you with us, along with 11-year NFL veteran Ball for Life Ramon Foster and Jonathan Schaefer. I'm Jason Martin.
Yeah.
Coach Mac, Dave McGinnis joins us in the next segment. Also, your chance to win tickets to see Counting Crows as part of Dad's Week here on 104.5 The Zone. There'll be chances to win tickets to events and concerts all week long. We already gave tickets away to Braves Rays in July. In the last hour, now chance for Counting Crows tickets coming up in the next segment.
Yeah.
A lot of you hanging out with us on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook Live, on Periscope, certainly on Twitter. Poll question today, Vandy boys or Vol baseball? You take your pick there. And let the smack talking begin. And, man, Vandy fans do not like that Tennessee fans are getting chesty.
I'm talking about hate it. What's worse for either fan base? Vols doing better, which they're both doing good, than Vandy baseball or Vandy football beating UT?
I think football matters more, just because football is such a bigger sport.
Yeah, that either way though, it's this love-hate right now is real. I told you when we went to the regional against Presbyterian, we sit into some season sat at some season ticket holder spots, man, and that hate, Jay. Whew. I think we were behind. We were in front of the three-whistle guy, which I didn't know that was a thing at Vandy Stadium. Was it Nelson?
Lindsey Nelson? Is that what you're talking about for Tennessee?
No, for Vandy. What is the name of their stadium? God, Hawkins.
Yes.
Hawkins Field.
But I was just going to let you continue.
The three whistles, though, and the clap, 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 I was like, oh, my God, this is a thing. But hearing them just hate Tennessee baseball, and then whenever Tennessee – that was the night that Tennessee had the walk-off grand slam. The reaction was priceless. I can't even lie, it was priceless.
Top Ob, Kerry Benford, YouTube. We know that Chair Moan keeps leaning and ain't from IKEA.
Nah, buddy.
Chair stronger than Mark Henry. Why they have that public school door behind him, that's the door Titans D had to get through for a sack last year. That door is incredibly heavy.
It is.
Seems like it's heavier every time I try to push it open. It's not as heavy as the Titans radio door across the way. But your chair is the same chair as every other chair in here.
Yeah,
they're all
sturdy,
fairly sturdy.
We
Yeah.
should get gaming chairs though. We should just start putting demands out on the radio, like, "Hey, we need this."
We don't need gaming chairs.
We don't need gaming.
I'm just saying they look cool. Since
I'd
Will
rather be
is
comfortable.
Since Will is doing a podcast,
It's all he's doing.
we need to have a podcast chair.
I heard that. What's that, Jason?
Yeah. Will Bowling getting drugged at a rehearsal dinner I was at Saturday. And it had nothing to do with sports, had nothing to do with anything.
Unsolicited.
It was hilarious.
It was
a legit just drive-by.
You were just right there. You was just right there for
I mean, nobody was going to know me in that age range.
You were the popcorn gif where you just grab the popcorn, lean
I just
back
kind of
in the
sat back. I
chair.
was just like,
Yep.
this is hilarious.
Yep, this is good.
Because Will is the worst. No, he's really not. He's like one of the nicest dudes. Like I said, when I'm leaving there and I see the bridesmaids in the corner, and I had sent Will this message saying, yeah, somebody's dragging you. And it's kind of funny because they don't know who I am. They don't know that I know you outside of the confines of this high school rivalry stuff that they're talking about here. So this is pretty funny. The adults in the room know who I am, but not these fine arts kids. And he's like, I knew all of them. I told him who it was. He figured out who it was and stuff. He's like, oh, yeah, I knew them all. They were fun, blah, blah, blah. It's sarcastic, I'm sure. And then I hear the bridesmaids in the corner when I'm leaving just ripping Will, not on a microphone, to each other.
I hate that for Will. I'm going to be real, man.
I was just like, yikes.
You could pick one item out of what they said that you can share on the air. What would you share, Jason?
I think it was just it was like I was catching pieces of it and Abby was laughing. Because I kept looking at her and I was just like, you hear what they're saying? And she's just kind of like nodding and like
So somewhere all of us has been like the butt of somebody's joke. Like it's some random say, but we've never been, I don't think, the like butt of somebody's hate.
I mean, not in the middle of a rehearsal dinner wedding toast where the guy's not there and not part of the scene at all. But they were basically like, I guess they figured out at that point in time, like, because I went and talked to the guy and they figured out I knew Will and I said, hey, Will said congratulations on the wedding and all this kind of stuff. And like, but the bridesmaids are in the corner, like, he might be a nice guy now. I think he does sports podcasting, but I mean, just
Will has a job, y'all. He don't just do sports podcasts.
Knives are supposed to come out in Halloween. They were out early for Will Bowling.
He said you just threw Abby.
I didn't throw her under the bus.
You kind of.
No, I don't think you did. Not really.
Everything is guilty now, Jay.
I'm the one that laughed like an idiot.
I would have.
She just kind of knew she could hear too because we had our back turned to it. We just kept listening to it.
I would have ruined that show. I ain't gonna lie. Those speeches, I'd have died laughing. I'd have got up and walked away. I'd have probably been the most most over the top person there at that wedding. Jay,
I know exactly what I would have done.
What?
When they were killing Will Bowling, I would have stood up and said, hey, can I share about Will Bowling right now? I got a few stories. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just in the back. You right?
Yeah. You right?
Pass the tray around.
Yeah. You would have heard.
Been ad-libbing so much.
And I think he was right. Like, I mean, Will and the groom, and there were no problems there. But this dude that stood up, and I don't know that there were necessarily even long-term problems there, but the bridesmaids just emasculated Will in his absence.
Ripped Will a new one. That sucks.
Just sitting there in the corner amongst themselves.
So he got kilt, Kilt, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't even get the proper spelling.
Fatality.
Pretty much.
By the way,
and saying I think he just podcasts. He does some kind of sports podcasting now. Apparently they all ran track and stuff too. So it's like, dude, he was on ESPN 2 last week in like basically an Olympics setup.
At your school, at your alma mater.
Yeah, at BA.
He was.
Like, he's not just doing podcasting there.
In Hendersonville.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it, Casey.
By the way, Loud Muffler Guy's winning again, y'all.
Of course he is. I knew that wasn't going to win. I knew the shopping cart guy wasn't going to win.
As someone said on Twitter, Loud Muffler Guy is Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Just dominates.
Is he really?
What?
What you said? Nick Saban
Loud Muffler Guy is like Nick Saban in that he
I
just
thought-
dominates.
I don't know why. You think I'll be listening to you, don't you?
Man, you know
I
what?
ain't listening to you. I ain't listening to you.
I listen to you.
I was lost right there for a second, but now I'm found.
I found out what Blippy is.
What's Blippy?
Apparently, it's a dude making $40 million, like acting like a kid as an adult on these videos on YouTube.
Why the hell aren't we making $40 million?
We picked the wrong industry.
The more you think
We
about it,
could have been scumbags and made a lot more money.
Blues Clues.
Instead, we're just being scumbags.
Instead, we're just being scumbags.
Yeah, we got the first part, but we haven't gotten the paycheck. How does that work?
It don't. It don't, Jay. We just work, man.
Good to great to average to trash.
That's the question we got to ask, too. If you got Zach Ertz, what is that going to do for you? Look at that little transition right there.
I mean, there's a transition to the same thing. Like, you can tell us what you think about Zach Ertz. It's either going to happen or it's not. Do you believe in Ferkser or do you not?
I'd much rather it not happen in this case.
I mean, this is probably going to take a restructure of Lawan's contract.
This also puts you in a bad pickle as far as just like you're saying everybody that you got on your team is not good enough for your team, though. Like, I hate that mindset, too. It's like you got to bring in outsiders to do the job that you drafted guys or tried to groom guys
I don't
for.
think that's right.
I don't think
I don't agree with
I think that's a little overstated.
That's kind of, as a former player, that would suck. Like, you want to bring in somebody from outside to do what you already have in-house?
Well, I get it from the former player, but players are fragile anyway.
I mean, yeah, very much
Just
so.
like radio hosts are fragile.
Very
And Will
very
Bowling.
much so.
Podcast.
No, apparently Will Bowling just brutalized everybody in high school.
All 125 pounds of them.
But that's how I look at it, though. We got Coach Matt coming up, do we not?
Yeah.
We'll ask him. We'll see what he has to say about that, though. From his 31 years, man, that's going to be something really, really huge to hear.
Yeah, Coach Mack, we can talk to him about the tight end spot. I think he'll say he likes Ferkser. Just call that a hunch. We'll be right back. JMart Ramon. Also, your chance to win Counting Crows tickets on the other side here on 104.5 The Zone.
More Titans talk than anyone else.
What a catch!
Your home for Titans football and the flagship of Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, foundation issues. I mean, if it's a problem in your life, I mean, you've got to be on a solid foundation in your life. You got to be in a solid foundation at work. You've got whatever it is that you're doing, you want to be standing on solid ground. Well, how about your home? What if you've got bowling basement walls or cracks in your bricks? Your concrete is off. Maybe it's cracking. You had doors and windows sticking. Your chimney's leaning. Masonry issues, drywall peeling, all these kinds of things are actually signs of a possible foundation issue with your home itself. And when it comes to foundation repair, nobody does it better than my good friends at United Structural Systems. USS has served Middle Tennessee now since 1994. That's nearly 30 years in business with an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they're here. They're locally owned. They're not a franchise, which means they can customize a solution for you, for each homeowner, depending on your specific needs. Integrity's off the charts. Reputation's off the charts. And here's how they work. USS will come out and give you a detailed free estimate before you have to make a decision. They'll tell you what's going on. They'll diagnose your problem, and they'll tell you, all right, here's probably what we're looking at in terms of the job, and here's what it's going to cost. But you don't pay until they're done. They finish up the job. You once over it with them. They make sure you're fully satisfied, and then you pay. That's the very final step. Over 20,000 satisfied customers and counting can tell you you can feel not just good, but fantastic about calling United Structural Systems. Here's the telephone number, 615-227-2275, 227-2275, or visit them online at USSTN.com. When you talk to somebody at USS, tell them you talk to JMart, United Structural Systems.
Lately, we've been getting a lot of calls and questions about acoustic wave therapy for the treatment of erectile dysfunction. This is a relatively new treatment for ED, but one we've been using for years. This is Kim for the Tennessee Men's Clinic, and if you're looking at acoustic wave therapy or any option to help your ED, it's worth a visit to check us out. Our wave therapy protocols use acoustic wave technology, but often also combine it with other treatments that can give most of our patients far higher satisfaction rates. There is no surgery nor any type of invasive procedures required, and while most clinics you hear about only offer sound wave treatments, with our urologist and provider's guidance, you can likely have sex the day after your appointment and experience fewer letdowns. With another one of our ED treatments, you can last up to an hour and a half, and our expertise in treating these issues means you'll get the results you want. So make your appointment today. We'll show you why our acoustic wave program is the better way to do wave therapy. Call us today at 615-208-9090 or go to TennesseeMen'sClinic.com. Visit our website to learn more, including side effects, treatments extra. Results vary.
We all know selling your home can be stressful. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, it doesn't have to be. You can sell your home hassle-free and close in as little as 21 days. You can forget the painting, constant cleaning, and all the hassle. And at Mark Spain Real Estate, we respond fast. There's no showings, no open houses, no stress. With Mark Spain Real Estate, you can work with the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home hassle-free. Receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close in as little as 21 days. The Wall Street Journal ranks Mark Spain Real Estate the #1 real estate team in America out of more than 2 million realtors 3 years in a row. Our client Jeff said, when we decided to sell our home, we chose the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. They made the process of selling our home simple and stress-free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
855-299 sold.
Certain restrictions apply.
Summer has arrived, and while there are many things to enjoy, itchy mosquito bites and burning fire ant stings just aren't one of them. Let Arrow Exterminators protect your family and help you take back your yard. June is home ownership month, so it's the perfect time to have your home inspected. You can schedule your free pest inspection by calling 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. Family-owned Arrow has over 57 years of experience, and all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Lewis. Are you struggling with erectile dysfunction and sick of taking pills? Well, we finally have a medical breakthrough that is helping thousands of couples restore normal intimacy in the bedroom. We use the most advanced form of wave therapy, clinically proven to repair blood vessels and increase blood flow. We can now effectively treat the root cause problem of erectile dysfunction. Our technology is science-backed and has been shown by Cambridge University to be highly effective. As a medical doctor, I can say that this technology is the new standard of care for erectile dysfunction.
Thanks, Dr. Lewis. Guys, if you'd like to eliminate your frustrations in the bedroom, call Hillside Medical Clinic right now, and not only will the exam and blood flow ultrasound be free, we'll also give you a gift proven to produce immediate results in the bedroom. This is a $600 value, free to those that call now. 615-576-5000. That's 615-576-5000. Call Hillside Medical now to qualify and put a stop to your ED. 615-576-5000.
Step up to the plate and get the best lines in baseball with William Hill Sportsbook. When you play with our money lines, you win more when you're right. So sign up today and start betting risk-free. Download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RADIORF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Tennessee to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting.
These are uncertain times, to say the least, but one thing that is certain is the level of service you can expect to receive from Aaron's Garage Doors. Hi, I'm Aaron Moore, owner of Aaron's Garage Doors. I started my business over 20 years ago in Wilson County, so I can safely say we are truly a local company you can feel good using. You've been putting off having your garage door serviced or repaired, even replaced. We offer great finance options. Call me at 615-456-6654 for a free no-obligation quote. That's 615-456-6654 or visit aaronsdoorservice.com today.
It's no secret that the housing market is red hot. Get a leg up on the competition and get pre-approved now. The 21-day closing guarantee, only available at thehomeloanexpert.com.
NMLS number 1326241.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block, call TFS. Cracks around doors or windows? Better call TFS. Foundation problems don't get better with time. They get better with TFS. Call the foundation specialists today.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Glencliff, 40 westbound at Spence Lane. There's an accident. Watch for stop traffic from Donaldson Pike. Berry Hill, 440 westbound at Nolensville Pike. Accident blocks the right shoulder. Things are slow from 24. Briley Parkway, southbound south of Airways Boulevard. We've got reports of a crash. And West End Avenue, there's an accident at Bowling Avenue. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCORewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Zach Fee on Twitch says, leave Ertz alone. He spells Ertz, E-A-R-T-S. And I was thinking to myself, we haven't even mentioned Andrew Siciliano today. Amon, the guy on NFL Network with the ears, as you called him.
You done messed up, Aaron!
I knew who it was now.
It's JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. Speaking of NFL Network, Panthers have announced Steve Smith's going to be their analyst during preseason games.
Man, take that down the street, bro.
Which means he's going to be commenting on Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
So we need to make sure we got that. We got to get audio from that.
Got to have hot takes from that one.
That's a thing that absolutely has to happen. This is a thing that should happen for you, and that is Counting Crows tickets. Caller number 5. It's Dad Week across 104.5 The Zone. Father's Day coming up this Sunday. So we're going to give you an opportunity to win some events and things like that we think dads might want. Braves tickets last hour, won by Brandon in Lebanon. Now, caller number 5, 615-737-1045. 737-1045. Jonathan Schaefer will answer your phone call. Caller number 5. Pair of tickets to see Counting Crows at First Bank Amphitheater on August the 12th. Counting Crows coming up in August, so as long as you can make it, go ahead and be the 5th caller and go see Adam Duritz and the boys. 615-737-1045.
Hey, now.
Getting you all set to go.
Let's go, Jay.
We got Coach Mack. He's brought to you by Farm Bureau Health Plans. Healthcare coverage from Farm Bureau Health Plans is like an extra set of pads when you need them the most. They've been protecting Tennesseans since 1947. Coach, how are you on this Monday?
Good morning, JMart. Good morning, Ramon. Doing good, guys.
So, basic first, what were your observations from last week when that new receiver for the Tennessee Titans put on a uniform and was out there amongst the men, but a lot of people seemed to react as if he was a different species watching him out there?
Well, he's a dude. He's that dude. I mean, it was pretty interesting, guys. For an OTA practice to see all the national media. Since that thing broke on Sunday, and we went up and did an OTP at the stadium with Mike Keith and Amy Wells. I did over 20 radio hits across the country, in Canada, in Mexico. I mean, people took notice of that signing. And so when you went out, the thing that impressed me about it, just talking about, and again, it was a one OTA practice,
yeah.
But the thing that impressed me about it was he was there. I mean, look, a guy of that stature, I mean, he easily could have signed and said, I'm going to go back to Atlanta and get my stuff together, and then I will be at mandatory minicamp. But he made it a point that he wanted to be at that final OTA the week before, just because. Mm-hmm. That was impressive. Look, the guy's a generational talent, as a receiver. I mean, we know that if you've paid any attention to the National Football League, in the last 10 years. The thing about it was, too, that was interesting, J-Mart and Ramon can speak to this. I watched him, not just to watch him physically. I've watched this guy for 10 years, is that the way that he interacted with the players when he was not in there. Because first of all, you could see the receivers that were not in there were gathered around him immediately. I mean, those kind of guys, I've been fortunate enough to be on teams with 8 NFL Hall of Famers. They attract other players because other players, want that something that they have that has made them, be able to sustain that type of performance for that long. And that impressed me because he was fully engaged immediately. But when you watch him physically and I'll watch him again, in this mandatory minicamp, but I'm not going to find out anything I did not know about him. What I did not know about him was the way that he interacted with his teammates. You can tell why he's been the dude for quite a while. It was very interesting, and I really enjoyed it. But I mean, there was a stacked sideline of media for an OTA practice. That's unusual.
And that's what you signed up for. I mean, and that's what John Robinson knew, and that's certainly what everybody in the Titans front office knew. Now there's a brighter spotlight on this team. There's a brighter spotlight on this roster because you get one of those guys. You said he's a dude. Well, he's one of those dudes that's a household name in a sport where the guys wear helmets, where a lot of them you don't know. But Julio Jones, you've known for a while. So this is what you're going to get. You're going to have the national folks and even international folks wanting to get closer to this football team because they realize there's something here.
Yeah, you're right, JMart, but it's a byproduct. That's not why you sign him. You sign him because you think he can really help your football team, which he can. Because at the end of the day, in all of this, you've got a double-digit veteran sitting next to you in this league. At the end of the day, every team's got dudes. The thing that separates everybody is winning ball games. And that's why you make additions. If you think someone can help you, elevate you to win football games, that's why you bring them in. And I really believe that he can help do that.
Just on the side, like you said, his commitment, Coach. I know he had no real say-so as far as where he was going to go. But looking at his interaction with him and John Robinson on the field when they hugged, and you can tell the smile and smirk on John Robinson's face, and the fact that Julio, when he first came in town to do his physical and he went back to Atlanta to come back here to practice, it shows that he wants to be here at a place like Tennessee, man. The things that, he kind of said and asked for as far as he need a quarterback with a deep arm. With a big arm. He needs an offense that can win right now, a team that can win right now. It kind of seemed like this is where he wanted to be, and the guys are receiving him in the same way he wants to, and it seems like he's going to be embedded in this city, this team. This is something that when you have these working together in a business of what football is, you got to expect some good things to come out of it when you get a guy like this and you get a buzz around a team. Like you'd say, barring anything crazy happening, Coach, this is what the coaching staff wanted, what he wanted, what this fan base wanted. Would you not say that?
Oh, I agree. And Ramon, you can speak to this to our listeners. I mean, the grapevine among players and coaches in the National Football League, it is real. Mm-hmm. It's intense. Everybody knows everybody else. And so he knew exactly what type of environment he wanted, and he knew exactly what type of environment this was. You know that, and I know that. I mean, there are no secrets, among players and coaches in the National Football League about how organizations are being run. I mean, that's just what it is. So he knew exactly the environment that he wanted, and he knew exactly the environment that he was coming into. The thing, again, as I said, that impressed me, he didn't come in here, and as I said, he didn't even have to be here on that Thursday. He didn't come in here saying, I'm Julio Jones, and so this is going to all revolve around me. He came in here just like someone that is coming to a new team and trying to establish himself. And so that's the difference. As I said, I've been around those kind of guys during my career that are at that level, and that's the way they approach it. That's why they are who they are. And so this was a good get, but now the reality of it is you got to grill down and start to formulate a new offense that's going to have the same foundation that it has. But every team is going to be different in some way or another every year in this day and age of the National Football League because of free agency and because of the salary cap. And so this team is going to have to coalesce and come together. But this was a nice piece. This was a good piece that's going to be very interesting to watch develop during training camp.
I'm going to choose violence, and understand when I ask this question, I already know what your answer is going to be to it. But who is wide receiver 1 on this football team?
Whoever's getting the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not about who's 1, 2. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. The issue is who your opponent week to week, JMart, thinks is 1. Because then that's where they're going to – this puts a whole different light on how people are going to defend this offense, whether you have 2 or 3 receivers on the field, where they're going to lean the safety, where are they going to buzz the underneath help, what are going to be the triggers that Tannehill is going to read, whether to hand the ball off or whether to go through or whether to check to a certain type of route because of what he's seen. That's what's going to matter. What matters is it doesn't matter, who you designate as one. It's who the opponents do, and then how do you take advantage of that when the game is going on.
Coach, Tennessee has become a hot topic for a lot of people, a lot of media outlets, and just nationally. Before the Julio situation and now after the Julio situation, another guy that's being brought up is Zach Ertz. Now, I said it earlier in our 6 o'clock, you don't want to be Santa Claus to every free agent that's out there, meaning not everybody you need to reach for, you need to get, or who's on the market and whatnot. But to that same point, Coach, Jason and I were having a conversation on air about you don't want too many outside guys. And now I know Zach Ertz has a reputation. He can help you win. But when it comes down to bringing in more and more outside guys as a player, I think that kind of is a slap in the face a little bit somewhat some of the time. If like, man, you got to bring in everybody to help us win. How does a coaching staff, a front office feel about, let's say, just bringing in anybody like a Zach Ertz, which the Titans have a solid team and he could help. But do you want to, step over Ferkser to get a Zach Ertz?
Ramon, and again, and I how I defer and how much I respect players.
Yeah.
That have been in this league, and you have been. But players, if they know someone can help them win, they embrace them with arms wide open.
Okay.
And so that's the way it is. This is a business, and that's exactly how you look at it. And what players in a locker room do, if they trust the front office and they trust the organization, that they're not going to bring in people just to bring in different people. They're going to bring in people that they really believe can help elevate the football team, then they're all for it. And so that's, you can't find anybody in that locker room that's not embracing Julio Jones.
Absolutely.
And so, and I haven't vetted Zach Ertz. I didn't have him pay any attention to Zach Ertz, last year. And so I don't know I know what he was at one time. I don't know what he is now, but I do know this, that John Robinson, if he deems it necessary to make another move, you won't hear about it nor know about it until it's done. That's the beauty of the way John Robinson does free agency. He is able to sit at the table and hold his cards and let everything play out. And then if it's worth going all in, he will do it. If it's not worth going all in for the present and also for the future, well, then he won't do it. But I think that's the mindset of this football team. And, you were at a very stable organization your whole career. You knew that if Mike Tomlin brought somebody into that football team, he wasn't doing it just to do somebody a favor. He was doing it to make you guys better. That's the mindset of this place here, too.
Coach, are you, just your personal opinion, are you good enough at that position? Are you comfortable if the Titans don't go any further there? Like, not even speaking to anybody specifically, but if you're rolling with what you've got right now, do you feel comfortable about that for the Titans offense?
Yeah, I'm comfortable because I know what this offense is going to be able to do. It's not going to just be about one position. I mean, it really isn't. And when you really start looking at, and again, and we can get into ball talk here if you want to. If you're going to go into 11 personnel or you're going to go into 12 personnel, you asked me earlier who's number one. Well, who the opponents figure out of number one. Now, who are your guys that they don't think are number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and of your eligibles, because your back is back there that they're going to have to pay attention to. Who are they going to draw? Who's going to cover them? Okay. If you didn't have anybody else, all right, and you had somebody at that tight end position that's going to draw the best coverage guy they have, well, then you better have a dude there. Okay. But that's not the case here. It's not going to be the case here. So it's all relative as to what else you're surrounded with, because the National Football League is not a one-man show. It really isn't. You have a lot of guys that get a lot of spotlight because of the position they play, but it takes a whole group put together to make it happen. And so to me, I'm completely comfortable because I know what else is surrounding the talent on this football team.
Coach, tell me about Rashad Weaver. we've gotten to look at him just a little bit, but now he's inked his deal. We're not even going to need to talk about whatever's going to come down the line. The team has to worry about what he's going to be able to do in the building, assuming that problem can be remedied. But what do the Titans potentially have in Rashad Weaver that can be buttressed by the additions that they made in the offseason?
Well, I like the fact that you said potentially, because all we have to go on is NCAA film right now, and NCAA to NFL is completely different. But what I saw, and I vetted him, quite a bit, for this draft, looking at it. I mean, I saw a guy that I thought could be immediately in the 3-man rotation on the outside. He's got length. He's got power. He's got the ability to sustain both down the line and with plays at him. So I thought that he would be a guy that would be in that 3-man rotation if everything else, comes together for him as far as understanding what's going on. It looks like he has some good football knowledge. Just watching him there at Pitt. Pitt had really 2 good edge players, they're at Pitt this year when you watched him. So that was my opinion. That was my humble opinion. When I watched, I thought, this guy's going to be in a rotation wherever he goes pretty quick. That's what I think about it.
Coach, the mini camp's coming up, which means the end of the phase, this summer phase.
Except in Houston.
Well, yeah, except in Houston, where they're not going to do it, or it's not required. But when guys break from OTAs and mini camp right now, what's usually expected from guys when they show up to camp on the coaching side? Like, do you need a guy to just get more in shape? Is there a guy that's probably on the wall that's just like, hey, you really need to show up in good condition so you can make this team? Like, what is the mindset when you see these guys come late July once breaking from mini camp this time of the year?
You got to be in shape. You got to be in condition. That should be, again, you can speak to this. That should be the best that you feel all year.
Yes, indeed.
Physically, that should be the best that you feel all year. And veterans, they know what it's going to be. That's why you keep your rookies for another week after the vets leave again, so that they understand. And once they get through this mandatory minicamp, the rookies will understand my physical conditioning has to be at a different level now at this league that I'm getting paid to play in. And so that's what you're looking for. You absolutely, and here's the other thing too. And I always told my players this, everywhere I ever was, we always told, you need to get away for a minute too. You need to get away. You need to release it all mentally and get away for just a little bit, just because this is going to be the National Football League season is a grind.
Yes, sir.
Everybody understands the physical grind. What people don't understand that have never been in it, deep in it, is the mental grind of it. And so you have got to refresh yourself, both mentally, spiritually, and physically when you leave here for a little while, because when you come back, there is no fair dodging. You are full bore. And so that's what you expect. But you tell them, and guys that have been in the league know. After your second year in the league, you knew that, Ramon.
Oh yeah.
You knew that you need to re-energize, but you also needed to start getting in condition. And there's different stages of that for the 5 weeks that you're going to be gone. But that's extremely, extremely important. But that should be the best you feel physically when you come back for your next season.
Coach, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's always a fun time on Mondays. We look forward to it every single week.
Guys, love starting off the week with you guys. Yes. Have a good week.
Yeah, you too. That's Coach Mack.
See you.
Soon he's going to be back in the studio.
Can't wait.
Get these partitions out of here, too, while we're at it. Plan on Farm Bureau health plans for better coverage, better rates, and better customer service. They've been providing Tennesseans with home field advantage for almost 75 years. Congrats to Brian Fraser. He won the Counting Crows tickets. There'll be opportunities for Braves tickets and Counting Crows tickets later on today as well on all the shows. We're going to be doing this all week for Dad's Week. Some cool giveaways, to say the least. He won. Next, Ramon loses because we go to birthdays when we come back. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
The 3HL. Here's what you missed.
Oh, he's taking his shirt off.
Please,
he's taking his shirt off.
Oh my gosh.
I really thought you were going to throw the boom boom shirt.
Oh my gosh, he has a white tank top on.
Let's go.
The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. This afternoon starting at 3, 104.5 The Zone.
Guys, listen up. Have you been struggling with ED? Well, I've got great news. There's finally a treatment for ED that does not require pills, injections, or surgery. This is a medical breakthrough. Hillside Medical Clinic provides the most advanced form of acoustic wave therapy. Now, it's designed to improve blood flow, reverse ED, and restore natural performance in the bedroom. This form of treatment has been studied extensively and proven to be extremely effective in the treatment of ED for all ages. If you want to put a stop to your ED and restore natural spontaneity in the bedroom, this could truly be a game changer. Call Hillside Medical Clinic right now to take advantage of a special offer that includes a free exam and consultation with a medical doctor, a free blood flow ultrasound, and a special gift that produces instant results in the bedroom. It's a $500 value and all free. Call Hillside Medical Clinic, 615-576-5000, 615-576-5000. Call now. Hillside Medical Clinic, 615-576-5000.
For 50 years, Farm Bureau Health Plans has been closing the gaps in Medicare coverage. That kind of experience is huge, especially to my health coverage. I found a dental and vision plan to cover what Medicare doesn't. I turned to Farm Bureau Health Plans. With their dental vision plan, I have the best coverage around, covering everything from eyeglasses to dentures. Make your game plan with Dental Vision Silver from Farm Bureau Health Plans. Supreme coverage for less than $1.50 a day. To find out more or sign up, visit fbhp.com. Tell them Coach Max sent you.
These are uncertain times, to say the least, but one thing that is certain is the level of service you can expect to receive from Aaron's Garage Doors. Hi, I'm Aaron Moore, owner of Aaron's Garage Doors. I started my business over 20 years ago in Wilson County, so I can safely say we are truly a local company you can feel good using. You've been putting off having your garage door serviced or repaired, even replaced. We offer great finance options. Call me at 615-456-6654 for a free, no-obligation quote. That's 615-456-6654 or visit aaronsdoorservice.com today.
Business owners today are facing staffing issues like never before. Join MasterStaff Global Employment this Thursday as they hold a special seminar on how to pivot during this new normal of no one wanting to work. During this discussion, we'll learn how to restructure and offset the challenges facing companies today. Companies like yours and what you should know. That's this Thursday at Gaylord Springs Golf Links. Purchase tickets now at eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Space is limited.
Mike Keith here. You know Nashville's at a huge seller's market right now. A lot of people could sell their homes and make a fortune, but they're afraid to because they think they won't find a place to buy. It's a huge missed opportunity, but my good friend Gary Ashton has the solution. Don't sell without the intel. Any real estate agent can put your home on the market, but you need a world-class team who can get you into the next one. With over 200,000 visitors to GaryAshton.com a month, nobody has better Nashville property intel, including off-market properties. It's the secret that the Gary Ashton team has to help you win the buyer battle, give you the confidence to sell today, and get top dollar for your home. If you're sitting on the sidelines, don't. With the Gary Ashton team, you can sell now, buy later, and relax. Cash in on your home equity now and get the best of all worlds for tomorrow. Call the Gary Ashton team with RE/MAX Advantage today at 615-301-1650 or visit GaryAshton.com. Sell now, buy later, and don't sell without the intel.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK. This is Sarah. How can I help?
I've been thinking.
What have you been thinking about?
Decluttering.
And what did you decide?
I decided I should do it a lot more often.
Well, you definitely called the right number.
I decided I should declutter more often because it's an important part of a balanced and healthy life.
Oh? Tell me more.
We shower regularly to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And we cut our hair to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Yes.
And there are other important things we do just to get rid of what we've accumulated.
Have you ever noticed that 1-800-GOT-JUNK has a question mark at the end of it?
Yes, I have noticed that.
We make junk disappear.
All I have to do is point.
All you have to do is point.
Can you come right now?
We're on our way.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
With Root Insurance, you have the power to control your own rates, all from an app. Root is a new type of car insurance that looks deeper than other insurers by using the sensors in your smartphone. Here's how it works. Just download the Root app, get on the road, and we'll take care of the rest. The app measures your driving behavior, things like braking, turning, and how much you drive. And you get a custom rate based primarily on your driving. The better you drive, the better your rate, which means good drivers could save hundreds. And this puts the power back where it belongs, in your hands. It's also easy to customize. The app walks you through each step so you know exactly what you're getting and get exactly what you need. It's car insurance made for you. Because good drivers deserve better rates, a better experience, and more control. Download the Root app today and see how easy car insurance can be. Disclaimers may apply. See joinroot.com for details.
Artisan Custom Closets is hiring an experienced closet installer. Artisan Custom Closets is a local company that provides training, a company car and tools, insurance, 401k, and more. For more info and to apply, go to tnjobfair.com. That's tnjobfair.com.
This report brought to you by Citizens Savings and Loan. Learn more at citizensloan.com.
When you need money and the banks have turned you down, Citizens Savings Loan has been lending money to good people with credit problems for over 100 years. At Citizens, it's easy. Apply now at citizensloan.com for the money you need.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Jolton, 24 eastbound after Whites Creek Pike. Watch for an accident. No problems coming in on 65 or 40. Brentwood, Old Hickory Boulevard westbound at 65. Reports of a crash. Traffic stop and go from Hearthstone Lane. And Briley Parkway southbound south of Airways Boulevard. We've got an accident. This report brought to you by MAPCO and Gatorade. Swing over to your local MAPCO and get 20 cents off per gallon on your next fill-up by buying any 3 28-ounce Gatorade with your My Rewards card. Offer valid at participating locations only. See terms and conditions at MAPCOrewards.com. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone. I feel like I'm playing Def Jam Fight for New York right now on PlayStation 2.
Hey, now.
Underrated game.
Yeah, both those games, Vendetta and Fight for New York, are both really good. Jason Martin, 11-year NFL veteran, Vol for Life, Ramon Foster, Jonathan Schaefer. If you miss Coach Mac, podcast us wherever you get your podcasts, at Spotify, but wherever it is, Apple, we'll put out the links throughout the day. But it's that time. It's that time where you feel like you're perhaps even better or superior to a former professional athlete.
Hey, now. Let's roll, man.
All right, Mon, I'm gonna start it easy, okay? Amani Hooker is 23.
Amani Hooker.
Please,
Don't
Mon,
screw
please.
this up on purpose.
Football player.
All right.
4?
Sure, some team.
Oh, come on.
Mon.
Stop it.
I'm serious. The Giants, maybe? Who? What did Amani Hooker play for?
You're not actually serious, are you?
I'm serious right now.
We interviewed him during the fall. Does that help you?
It does.
In what way?
Yeah. The Titans.
Titans
Come on,
DB.
man.
Wait
a minute. Why are you making
Don't-
it sound
don't
like
pull
it's our
that.
fault when you're the one that's doing that? You know what?
I'm in a corner now.
No, you're
Let's
not.
go.
No, you're not.
Let's go.
You did that to
Turn
yourself.
it up. Money
you
Hooker.
did it to yourself.
Frank Clark is 28.
Colts, hate him. Don't you, Titans fans?
He's a Chief.
That is a demerit.
R.J. Barrett is 21.
R.J. Barrett for the Knicks.
Yes, and he played
He's
where
just
in college?
21?
Yeah,
Dude.
where did he play in college? Yes. Him and
He's
Zion,
just
same team.
21?
Yeah, they're both young. They were one-year wonders. Bruce Bowen is 50.
Bruce Bowen.
He's on the all bow tie list.
Spurs, all bow tie list. Yes, I put him up there. Spurs.
One of the dirtiest players in the history of the NBA.
But a nice guy, though.
Whatever. All right. Over the weekend, there were some great birthdays. Today, it's kind of trash.
Well, then do the ones from over the weekend.
First off, Yasmin Bleeth is 53.
Hey.
Yasmin Bleeth.
Hey.
She was the female voice in Bebe's Kids. Nope.
I mean, I should say maybe because I don't know who the voices were in Bebe's Kids.
But it ain't far off.
So
I'm sure.
I don't want to step too far because it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say you're wrong, Moan, just because it's a day that ends in Y. Marla Gibbs is 90.
Baywatch, by the way.
Yes, Baywatch. I should have said that, yes.
Yeah, good job.
Marla Gibbs.
Yes.
Oh, nice. You gave me the answer to that one. +1 for me.
What are you talking
What-
about? Baywatch was Yasmin Bleeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all just keep throwing names
You
out
really
there.
think I be listening to you?
Clearly.
Basically.
Hey, wake up, Moan.
Moan.
I'm here.
Over here.
I'm here.
This is your worst performance ever.
No.
You're not even trying.
I'm not sure you knew who Imani Hooker was. I'm not kidding you.
I'm not sure.
He's very
Not
solid
sure.
on our show.
Man, lost all credibility.
So are you going to tell us who Marla Gibbs is, or are you just hoping we're going to forget?
Oh, she was in Love Jones. She wasn't?
No.
You told me to give my best effort. That was pretty good.
That was your best effort.
Yes,
Marla
it
Gibbs
was.
was in a television. Well, she was in a lot of TV shows, but the one that I remember the most was 227.
Oh.
Actually, you were closer.
I was close.
But Marla Gibbs was in several shows. She's more of a TV actor.
Look up who Marla Gibbs is then.
Yeah, I think you will know her when you see her.
Don't do it on company Wi-Fi.
No, stop it. Yes, you can. Lucy Hale is 32. Moan, your favorite Lucy Hale role.
Lucy Hale role, man. I'm thinking Crush Groove.
No.
You're going to Crush Groove a lot. You went to Crush Groove on
I like
Friday,
Crush
too.
Grooves. What about Eve's Bayou? Was she one of the women that starred and Set It Off with Queen Latifah?
She was not.
She was not in Set It Off?
She was not. Slay, no, he isn't. Slay on YouTube. My dog getting closer and closer.
No, he's not.
Marla Gibbs, the other role you know her from is The Jeffersons.
I was close.
But hey, a lot of black people haven't seen The Jeffersons.
We have. George and Weezy, baby. Yes, we have.
Who's
Come on.
Lucy Hale, Jason?
She's a very young actress. She's 32 years old. She's done some voice work and some stuff. I didn't think you would know who she was.
Oh, I did not know who she was.
I didn't know who she is either.
Yeah. Boy George is 60.
Hey. Loved him as a background on What's Love Got to Do with It. He wasn't in What's Love Got to Do with It. Boy George.
No.
What
Actually, I can kind of buy you not knowing who Boy George is.
Maybe,
for,
yeah.
For several reasons.
The crowd is
Too
going to say
young.
I'm close.
Too young, and he was really in one song.
The crowd is not going to say you're
The
close.
crowd is going to say I'm close.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No.
No, they're definitely not.
No.
Closer?
No.
Not even.
No.
Okay. All right.
You're as close to that as Ron Slay is to actually wearing a T-shirt.
Okay.
On
that's
Saturday,
far
Chris
apart.
Evans turned 40.
Chris Evans. That's which one is it? Captain America.
Thank the Lord, because your wife was going to have you.
She's gonna change the locks.
That was
Man.
going to be a real
She
problem.
was gonna claim to change the locks.
I mean, we almost had a.
We did. We did.
Also on Saturday, because we got some big ones here. Malcolm McDowell turned 78. Your favorite Malcolm McDowell role?
Well, he's not.
Loved him as one of the store workers in Coming to America for McDowell's.
No.
Coming to America.
No.
You remember they got McDonald's and we
You know
got
they didn't name it
McDowell's.
after the actor, right?
Oh, I thought it was because of him.
Tim Allen is 68.
Tim Allen, Home Improvement. I
Thank
know
you.
that one. I got that one.
Ali Sheedy is 59.
She was
Favorite
in
Ali Sheedy role, Moan?
Mo Better Blues with Denzel.
She was acting at that point in time.
That's not right.
No.
Ethan Embry is 43.
It was
I
one
should have
of,
said Chris Evans is 39, not 40. My apologies.
It's all good. Who was that again?
Actually,
Ethan Embry.
Actually,
Oh,
his
I know who
character's
that
like
is.
100.
He was in Glory.
No.
Was not in Glory. What about
Cat- Go ahead.
Lean on Me.
It's still not that.
Nope.
No,
And the white people were in Lean On Me. That's because Mike told us on Friday. Kat Dennings is 35.
Kat Dennings. Ooh. She was in Sparkle, the movie about the singer. No. No.
She just got engaged to Andrew WK, I think.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That is indeed true.
Is that a president?
Actress.
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen turned 35 on Saturday.
Hey, now, Full House.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Ramon's had a pretty good
had
day.
A decent day today.
Compared to normal, pretty good day.
Donald Trump is 75 today.
I loved him
Just
in
want to say that on the way out.
Loved him in Cleopatra Jones.
John Wilkerson, voice of Vol baseball in 25 minutes. Fourth hour, the hashtag fastest 4 hours in radio next on 104.5 The Zone.
Getting you set for Titans training camp. Bam! Your home for Titans football and the flagship of Titans radio. 104.5 The Zone.
Mortgage interest rates are still sitting at an all-time low level, but they're starting to tick up. So if you've been sitting on the fence to get a refi, if you haven't got your pre-approved home locked in, now is the time. You guys got to quit waiting for a low rate, okay? They won't stick around much longer. Although they're in the low 2%, refinancing your 30-year mortgage, the home loan expert can save you hundreds of dollars a month, all right? This past year has been tough for a lot of different reasons. We're still trying to get back out into the wild. A lot of people lost jobs. We're trying to find jobs, trying to find the right job. Inflation. There's a lot that's going on. But your house, though, is your biggest asset. And with the home equity so high right now, it's the perfect time to do a cash-out refi. You can lower your monthly payments. Home loan expert can give you cash to pay off debt or have you skip a few mortgage payments. That's how you crush 2021 with a little less worry. So sitting at home for months, people have been looking for new homes. And if you live in our area, homes are selling fast. Getting pre-approved is key to finding your dream home, though. At thehomeloanexpert.com, they can lock in your interest rate, project your payments, and get you pre-qualified. So when you find that right home, you can submit an offer and close on your dream home. TheHomeLoanExpert.com are doing more home loans than ever and are closing purchases in less than 30 days. So don't wait. Visit TheHomeLoanExpert.com.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute. Jim Mudcat Grant passed away Friday at the age of 85. The 6'1", 186-pound right-hander overcame poverty and segregation in his native Florida to become a star pitcher, broadcaster, musician, and author. After spending his first half-dozen seasons with the Indians, Grant was traded to Minnesota. In 1965, he became the American League's first black 20-game winner and led the Twins to the World Series, where he won 2 complete games, including an elimination Game 6, in which he also homered. Upon retiring, Grant broadcast Indians games and sang at nightclubs with his group, Mudcat and the Kittens. He also co-authored the 2006 book, Black Aces, Baseball's Only African-American 20-Game Winners, for which he was honored by President George W. Bush. Rest in peace, Mudcat. You'll be missed. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hey everybody, Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. In fact, over 1 million homeowners took advantage of refinancing or buying a new home with Rocket Mortgage. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase again, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. With an official mortgage review from Rocket Mortgage, you'll see just how much money you could save by making a move right now. Don't look back over these next few weeks and wish that you had taken action. You could save hundreds on your mortgage payments or pay off your home loan earlier than planned. You could even take cash out of your home to pay off high-interest debt, complete home repairs, or bulk up on an emergency fund. When you want to secure a low rate, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
One of the most important decisions you'll ever make is who to trust when it's time to sell your home. Hey, this is Dawn Davenport from 3HL, and whether you need to upsize, downsize, or just want to take advantage of this red-hot market, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted real estate team in the U.S. They've earned over 5,000 five-star reviews, and their guaranteed offer makes selling your home easy and stress-free. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Don't worry about the hassle of constant cleaning and making costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for over 25 years and has served over 25,000 families. They know what matters most. A quick sale, maximum profit. Sell your home hassle-free with the strongest cash offer in the industry. One of their clients, Joshua, got a guaranteed offer and said, "We skipped the showings and repairs and had an all-cash offer for more than we expected and sold our home in less than a month." Find out what Mark Spain's guaranteed offer would be on your home. No obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. markspain.com and start packing, or call 855-299-SOLD.
At a time when it seems everything is on back order, you should know Buy Floors Direct has massive quantities of every type of flooring in stock and ready to go today. Unlike retail stores, you buy direct from our warehouse. No middleman and no retail expenses, so you pay less. No need to order, no waiting, and the selection is incredible. In fact, we have more flooring in stock than anyone in Middle Tennessee. At Buy Floors Direct, you get what you want, when you want it, all at a wholesale price. And at a time when customer service seems to be in short supply, Buy Florist Direct has a friendly, knowledgeable staff that have the answers to questions you may have. Go to buyfloristdirect.com, choose what you want, and pick it up today. Or come on in to touch and feel it. You'll see why Nashville's top contractors buy their flooring at a Buy Florist Direct warehouse. And you can too.
Hey, this is Liz Allison with Off the Track. Join us Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. for the latest in NASCAR news and get up close and personal with your favorite drivers, past and present. Off the Track, fueled by State Water Heaters, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
This report brought to you by Citizens Savings and Loan. Learn more at citizensloan.com.
When you need money and the banks have turned you down, Citizens Savings and Loan has been lending money to good people with credit problems for over 100 years. At Citizens, it's easy. Apply now at citizensloan.com for the money you need.
Recyclops has brought affordable glass recycling to Nashville. Go to recyclops.com to schedule your pickup. For only $8 per month, Recyclops will pick up your recyclables from your curb or doorstep. Go to recyclops.com now to sign up and schedule your pickup. Brought to you by Recyclops. Go to recyclops.com. For all your foundation and waterproofing needs, visit ussTN.com.
From the 104.5 The Zone Traffic Center.
Bradley Parkway southbound south of Airways Boulevard, we've got a crash. Brentwood, Old Hickory Boulevard westbound at 65. Watch for an accident. Stop traffic from Hearthstone Lane. Bell Road, there's an accident in Mount View Road, and in Hermitage, Lebanon Pike, a crash at Fessler's Lane. This report brought to you by Echo Park. You don't want to pay more when you don't have to. At Echo Park Nashville, they echo that. Their vehicles are always the lowest price, up to $3,000 less than their competition. Find your next vehicle today at echopark.com. Echo Park Automotive. Lower prices, higher quality, better experience. I'm Christy O'Brien with traffic on your home for Titans football. 104.5 The Zone.
Your home for Titans and Vols football. 104.5 The Zone. WGFX Gallatin, Nashville. A Cumulus station. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
It is 9:03. Good morning. I'm Jonathan Schaefer. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. They'll be booking trips to Omaha in the College World Series. Tennessee swept the Knoxville Super Regional, punching their ticket on Sunday with a 15-6 win over LSU.
The pitch, the smoke to third, caught on the fly by Jake Rucker. That's the inning and the ball game. Final score, Tennessee 15, LSU 6. The Vols say, hello win column. Tennessee says, hello College World Series. And it's dog pile time in Tennessee.
John Wilkerson of the Vol Network. He'll be joining us in about 15 minutes for the Vols. It's their first trip to Omaha since 2005. Vanderbilt clinched with a 4-1 win over East Carolina on Saturday at Hawkins Field, sweeping that series. For Vandy, the 2019 national champions, they're making their fifth trip to the College World Series since 2011. They will take on Arizona. Meanwhile, top-ranked Arkansas was eliminated by NC State yesterday, losing 3-2. Indianapolis defeated the National Sounds 7-4. The Sounds have lost 2 in a row after winning 3 straight, and the Braves defeated the Marlins 6-4, ending a 4-game losing streak. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Now it's time for Jason Martin and Vol for Life Ramon Foster.
Powered by all 4 Seasons Garage Doors.
Together, they are JMart and Ramon on 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening? Vols and Doors. Vandy boys and Vol baseball both heading to Omaha. We'll have John Wilkerson, voice of Vol baseball and longtime voice on the Vol network, in the next segment. That'll be a fun conversation. And the first question I want to ask him is, when this season started, did you think this was actually in the offing?
Have to.
When did you actually figure out this team was good?
Have
so
to.
people are giving you pats on the back. I gave you some real layups today. I could have chosen violence, but it's Monday. But based on this, there'll be no more layups.
Hey, I'm for the people, man.
If you hadn't gotten Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Hey, man. We won today. Me, Benny, Ron, Michael DeJesus, everybody.
I
in
don't
this
know
life
if you
right
won
now,
if
man.
you don't know that Marla Gibbs.
Hey, Casey.
You didn't even know who Marla Gibbs was.
Jay, I was close to the answer. It felt right, Jason. I crushed the birthday segment and said, if you missed it, podcast us because that was epic today. I don't care if I got a 54 in the test.
By the way, I was right. Chris Evans is 40.
He's
the
40?
Cleveland newspaper was wrong and said 39. I said 40 because I'd seen it on Twitter. He's 40.
Jason,
That is
demerit.
It's on them, not me.
It's Cleveland. Come on now. That's the reason the cicadas are in Ohio right now. It ain't because of all the other cities. Well, Cincinnati too. Let me stop with my AFC North hate. It's all good.
You're not going to stop with that.
I
hate.
won't. I will not.
Stop this.
Absolutely not.
What are you even talking about right now?
Absolutely not. A reason that they got his birthday wrong. It was the Cleveland paper that did it. Come on, Jason. Stick with me, man.
Mikey Dreamer, Ramon, here's your top op. Ramon is the Barry Horowitz of birthday guesses, meaning he pats himself on the back for nothing.
Uh-oh.
Because he was a jobber.
Uh-oh. Like Steve Harvey announcing Miss America or Miss Universe. Sorry, y'all. I got it wrong. Oh, cringeworthy.
But you said today was a good day, and I said,
was a
I
good
guess
day.
Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog.
Hey, I got my grub on. Hey,
But didn't pig out?
Finally, nah.
Stop there. Stop right there.
Benny, Ron, thanks for the support on YouTube. Man, golly, my camera froze again. While I'm laughing.
Yep. You break the camera when you laugh.
Every time I laugh. I'm having a good time, man. That's all it is. It's Monday, everybody. Enjoy this week. We crushed today because I crushed the birthday segment. And Vols crushed this weekend. Vandy crushed this weekend. Le'Veon crushed his dreams of playing for Andy Reid again.
Wait a second. Now, the poll question I have is, do you really know who Amani Hooker is before we kind of led you
I
to
know
it?
who Amani Hooker is.
It took like 2 minutes for you to get there, Mo.
I was playing it up, man.
Now I'd believe you less.
You know what? That's all a part of it, baby. All the part of it, Jay. But those birthdays was really, really right.
Vols get it done over LSU, 4-2 and then 15-6. Vandy boys had it done before the Vols even pitched their first one against LSU on Saturday. Just handled it, rocker and lighter. They're all heading to Omaha now. And again, and this is what we said off the top of the show. For the state, it's good. The rivalry is fun. Some people are in their feelings on both sides. Eventually, it'll shake out on the field, whether it's against one another or elsewhere. But it's good because right now this sport has an opportunity to count because the NBA isn't doing a ton. One of the things you're seeing in the ratings trends is the diehards are back, but that's it.
Yeah.
No casuals being pulled in at all. And I said you were going to have short-term pain if you didn't have LeBron. But long-term, this is the best thing, is to get some new blood out there to make some other teams. It feels like you have a reason to watch these teams again.
Yes.
Because they're winning games right now. But college baseball can fill a void because of the timing of its postseason. It times out right. Julio's already signed. The state of Tennessee can actually just kind of pivot and pay attention to what's happening in these two schools, and that's important.
Man, it was real cool, man, watching you talk about what an opportunity baseball has, man, and the emotions and feels of it. I'm not sure if y'all saw it or was paying attention to it, but when they, pan the camera on Kumar's mom and the emotions that she had when that was his last at home, I'm not sure if that was his last pitching opportunity. Schaefer fixes my camera. Schaefer fixes my camera like he's about to change the oil on the car. But
Talk about him changing oil when he's underneath the table there. We don't need a Christian Wilkins here.
But Kumar's mom, man, her emotions for her kid who probably out of high school would have been a high draft pick, but they had a standard in their family where, no, you're going to go get your education. And they sent him to Vanderbilt. He was good enough to go to Vanderbilt, and him to be 3 years there, man, that's sports. That's the beauty of, like you said, this time of the season where this World Series has been really, really awesome to watch, especially with the two in-state teams right now doing what they're doing. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. I'm a Vol for life. But Kumar and Leiter, solid dudes when you respect the game.
So here's something for you. The Madden 22 cover is being revealed on the 17th.
Ooh.
And Madden has put up like the official Madden Twitter has put up like a video here, and it's a goat and a baby goat.
All I can think of is Brady and Mahomes.
Or Brady and Manning if you're wanting to just go historic. But Brady and Mahomes is what I would say.
Last they did a 2-person with Troy and Larry Fitzgerald.
So, yeah, it looks like it could be 2 players, and it's goat and a smaller goat. Mahomes was on the cover a couple of years ago.
It's got to be somebody with a ring. You know what I'm saying?
If it's and I need to watch it with sound because there's somebody talking in this thing. It seems like it's Brady and Mahomes, and that's what now people are saying. That's the leak is it is indeed Brady and Mahomes. So it's the two. So I told you, look, it's 2 quarterbacks, if that's what it is.
If you believe in the Madden curse, do you feel better about this now? As far as them missing time?
I mean, I'm surprised it's Mahomes again because they usually don't do that. If indeed that's what they're going to do, we haven't seen it yet.
Goat and the baby goat.
But it being a GOAT means Brady is definitely it. And
Definitely
Brady's actually never been on the cover of Madden before.
Has he not? I wonder, has he turned it down? New England probably just told him, no, you can't do this for a while. Get all the rings we need, and then you can do it. I didn't realize Tom hadn't had it.
It's a goat and a smaller goat. I say a baby goat. I assume that's what they're going with. It leads me to think that this is Brady and Mahomes. I guess it could be Brady and Henry, but
who would you rather be? Who would you rather?
If Brady's never been on a cover of Madden,
I got to now.
Him being on there makes all the sense in the world.
Would you be mad if they walked Brady right into
Was
the
he
Hall
on a
of
cover?
Fame?
Was Brady on a cover? Am I wrong about that?
That year he got hurt. Was he on there?
I don't think he's ever been on a cover, Kerry. Kerry sent me YouTube saying Brady was on a cover. I don't think he was.
Madden covers.
Just like Peyton never was because he was contracted out by Microsoft's NFL game for so long. He was never on one. Madden 18, Brady was on Madden 18. Okay. I wasn't playing as much then, so gotcha. All right.
Yes,
so he has been
He was
on
18.
Okay.
Gronk was the year before on 17.
Okay, that was definitely the year I was not playing Madden.
Yeah, I was playing then too.
Because I took a few years off because the game just was the same.
Last time it was 2 people was Troy and Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
I definitely remember that. We got John Wilkerson of Vol Baseball and the Vol Network coming up on the other side. We'll talk to him about what this has felt like, what it's done for Knoxville, what it means for the state of Tennessee. And I mean, with Vandy and Tennessee both going to Omaha, when he realized this team was good, all the stuff about Tony V, it's definitely going to be good. Yeah, a lot of people are dragging me. Yeah, I got you. He was in 2018. It didn't make sense that he wasn't on
Mahomes
one, so yeah,
had
got
it
you.
too,
Yeah, I'd said Mahomes had been because Lamar was on the year after Mahomes was, which is why if you were going in that order, maybe Josh Allen would have been on the cover because he was the guy that elevated himself last year. But if it's a goat and a smaller goat, what was everybody calling Mahomes? The baby goat. So that would indicate maybe Mahomes is about to make his second appearance in 3 years.
I think who's young quarterbacks other than Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. I can't call them baby goats yet.
The baby goat thing, it doesn't make sense if it's another quarterback for it to be anybody but Mahomes with Brady.
And Brady.
But we'll see. And we'll talk about it on the 17th. And then we can actually see whether or not that's a good thing that you want your guy on the cover or not with the Jinx. We got John Wilkerson coming up on the other side. We'll talk all things Vol baseball with him next. JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
Coming up today with Buck Rising.
Little Mike and Mike on Monday's show. Mike Wilson of the Knoxville News Sentinel will recap the Vols super regional results, and Mike Felder of Stadium will talk college football playoff expansion.
The Buck Rising Show. Today, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
Bugs, bites, mosquitoes, ticks, all things Tennessee summer. Just when you want to relax outside, mosquitoes and ticks ruin it. Hey, it's Mickey Ryan. Call the team that I trust at my home, All American Pest Control. They've served Middle Tennessee families, homes, and businesses for over 60 years now. Yes, since 1961. Their programs just make sense, they're affordable, and they work. I get quarterly perimeter pest treatments, misting for mosquitoes, and termite protection. It's great peace of mind. Call All-American Pest Control today or visit yuckbugs.com.
A SunTrust checking account lets you stay on top of your money and help it grow. Plant the seeds for your goals with access to financial resources and tools. Keep an eye on your spending, hedging and managing it by setting limits on our mobile app. And rake in cash back on debit card purchases from your favorite retailers with SunTrust deals. With all the right tools, your account can blossom. Open an account today at suntrust.com/checking. Must have online banking to participate in SunTrust deals. SunTrust, now Truist. Member FDIC.
Thanks, Bill. Have a great day.
Every time our seniors pick up their prescriptions, they're saving money thanks to Medicare Part D. Now, Washington's special interests want to dismantle this vital program and use the money to pay for a partisan political agenda. But Marsha Blackburn is standing up for Tennessee seniors. Blackburn is fighting to protect Medicare and keep drug costs low. America is the global leader in medical innovation, giving our seniors access to more drugs, treatments, and cures than anyone else in the world. And Marsha Blackburn's plan would keep it that way. Now more than ever, our seniors need certainty when it comes to their health care. That's why Marsha Blackburn is keeping drug costs down and making life-saving medication accessible for those that need it most. Call Senator Marsha Blackburn, thank her for introducing the PING Act, and ask her to keep fighting to keep drug prices low for Tennessee seniors. Paid for by A Better Tomorrow in Tennessee.
Business owners today are facing staffing issues like never before. Join MasterStaff Global Employment this Thursday as they hold a special seminar on how to pivot during this new normal of no one wanting to work. During this discussion, we'll learn how to restructure and offset the challenges facing companies today. Companies like yours and what you should know. That's this Thursday at Gaylord Springs Golf Links. Purchase tickets now at eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Eventbrite.com and search Pivot. Space is limited.
This isn't just basketball. This is the NBA playoffs. And with William Hill Sportsbook, you can dial up the playoff intensity from the palm of your hand. Just download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RadioRF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Tennessee to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. William Hill Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA. Let's make it interesting.
At DeWalt, we're proud to welcome NASCAR back to Nashville. A lot's changed since the last time a cup race came to town in '84. Back then, drills and phones still had cords attached to them. And it was a heck of a lot easier to find a parking spot downtown. But there's a lot that hasn't changed, like the pride Tennesseans take in a job well done, and the toughness of DeWalt tools. From right here in Jackson, Tennessee. DeWalt, guaranteed tough.
Summer has arrived, and while there are many things to enjoy, itchy mosquito bites and burning fire ant stings just aren't one of them. Let Arrow Exterminators protect your family and help you take back your yard. June is home ownership month, so it's the perfect time to have your home inspected. You can schedule your free pest inspection by calling 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. Family-owned Arrow has over 57 years of experience, and all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Hi, this is Lance Drury with the Lance Drury Law Firm here in Nashville. I've been warning our clients that IRS employees are back at work since mid-July, and their collection efforts have ramped up. Well, sure enough, it looks like it's happening. So if you have unfiled tax returns, wage levies, bank levies, or tax liens, now's the time to call the Lance Drury Law Firm before the IRS calls you. Tax resolution plans are based off your current income. So if your current income is less than normal due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this is precisely the time for the Lance Drury Law Firm to help you. Your consultation is free, so don't put it off. The Lance Drury Law Firm focuses solely on tax resolution law. It's all we do. And if you have IRS problems, you have legal problems. Let us use our tax law resolution experience to guide you and work on your custom resolution plan. Call now. It's free and confidential. Call me, Lance Drury, at 615-733-8168 or go to LanceDruryLaw.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
The VA loan is one of the best benefits of being in the military. You can refinance and cash out up to 100% of your home's equity. Get the loan you deserve and apply online today at HeroLoan.com. The only way to VA. NMLS number 1326241.
JMart Ramon, 104.5 is on, working on grabbing John Wilkerson, voice of Tennessee baseball. So the Madden cover. They've tweeted this video. I've tweeted it out from at JMart Radio, the Madden video. They are going to release the cover on the 17th. And the video shows a goat and a baby goat coming out of a barn. And then it's Peyton Hillis, who's on his cell phone. He's like, hey, it's Peyton. They did it again. All right, so Peyton Hillis was a running back. It's 22. My initial thought was, oh, well, Brady and Mahomes are the goat and the baby goat because that's what they've been calling them. That's certainly what you're leading to by that part of it. Yeah. But they've done it again like it's a surprise because Peyton Hillis was on a cover.
It was a surprise.
And it's 22. A lot of people are saying, and I can understand this, Emmett and Derrick Henry, because they both wear 22. I don't know that Emmett is the GOAT. So it's kind of odd to go that way.
He was mine growing up, though.
I get it. I'm not necessarily saying he's not. I'm just saying that that's a much different discussion, right?
Emmett's, as far as him having the
I guess
most
it's a
rush
yards thing. I guess as a yards thing, you could go there. But, I mean, Jim Brown's on line one.
So, yeah. He's one of them, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of them.
But you saying Emmett doesn't control the conversation of the GOAT. Like when you talk about running backs, he's not the first name that pops up.
Well, he's definitely he's somebody that's going to be mentioned very quickly.
Yeah.
But I think maybe if you're just doing it and you're basing it on the number, then both of them wearing 22 would make some kind of sense.
I mean, if we look at what Emmett's laid down, though, it's a shame he's not in that early GOAT conversation.
No, he is. He is in the early GOAT conversation. I'm not saying he's not in the conversation. I'm just saying that it's a little bit harder where I think you can get to Brady being a GOAT pretty quickly, right? Because of how many he's won.
Mm-hmm.
Some would try to say otherwise, but I don't. I think that's a difficult pool. But like you get to running backs, we did that topic about which running back was your favorite and all, and you start thinking about Gale Sayers and Barry Sanders and
Jim Brown
and Walter Payton and all of these different guys. It's just a much harder. It's just harder there. Yeah. The only thing I don't disagree that if it's Emmett and Derrick Henry, that's pretty cool.
That's
right?
really cool. In 22.
Exactly. It makes sense. And Derrick Henry being on the cover to me makes a heck of a lot of sense also. Because most everybody else has had their time in that sun. There's not really a reason to revisit it necessarily.
Yeah.
I don't think putting the GOATs out there is the smartest play because it's going to lead to a weird conversation.
Yeah, I know what you're getting.
Because literally they called him the GOAT and the baby GOAT last year for Brady. Hell, the Madden 18 cover that everybody's sending me right now that Brady was on, there was a special edition of that game, the GOAT edition, the greatest of all time edition, which then I all of a sudden remembered, yes, I do remember Madden 18. But that's the only part of it I object to. I don't object if that's what they pick. I object to going with the GOATs just because that was truly the nickname that was being used for those two guys in the same sentence with one another, who, by the way, just opposed each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I could easily see you're trying to kind of push it over here because you're going to go with Derrick Henry and Emmitt Smith. Cool. Fine. That'll be an awesome cover. Well-deserved.
Are they using GOAT a little bit too frequently, though?
GOAT's thrown out way too much.
Way too much. They could have called it something else. See, that's what this does, though, when you throw out baby GOAT and GOAT like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. And maybe that's all they want. Maybe they just want this conversation. But I just think it's wrong only because we literally just had two guys being described as what you have coming out of that barn. So if you're not going with Brady and Mahomes, then what exactly have you done here?
Who's another famous?
You could have done anything else.
But it's got to be Emmitt and Derrick Henry then. The year was it Madden 22 this year? Both 22s. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
It does. It makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, it does. Makes a whole lot of sense.
And if you're going to do it, I mean, Derrick Henry coming off a 2,000-yard season and Emmett having the yards numbers that he has, you could certainly pull that off.
Super Bowl MVP. He had a heck of a year. He didn't win the Heisman, but got Offensive Rookie of the Year, too, his rookie year. Did Derrick Henry get Rookie of the Year that year or no? I don't think so. This is really cool. I wonder if they're going to put Emmett in a jersey or not.
I mean, I think you just have to pick one of his. I mean, it's not going to be a current photo. It would be him running the ball with the Cowboys.
But most times they do the photo shoot still. It's just interesting. Emmett's career, I knew it was amazing. But looking at his accolades, wow.
It just seems like maybe you pick a different animal than the GOATs because of the conversation it leads to.
Florida, Alabama, I don't know what you could do with that. Now, college.
I mean,
if it was NCAA football with them two on it, I'm buying that 2 times.
Well, sure.
Bring it back, please.
And like I said, I think Emmett and Henry makes a lot of sense because of the jersey numbers, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm. I'm not mad about it. I like.
I'm not.
It.
If that's what if they go with that, that makes sense.
The real question too is this going to dive into a deeper conversation? How much longer does Derrick Henry got to do what he got to do to actually be the GOAT or one of the GOATs? You know what I'm saying? How much longer?
I have no idea. I think it's like the definition of obscenity that was used in the Supreme Court in a decision. I know it when I see it.
Okay.
I think there'll be a moment where, okay, now we can have this conversation.
Yeah.
Assuming you can get to that conversation, I should say. I don't know what the number is. I think right now we're still trying to figure out, is he a Hall of Famer? He's not yet.
Not yet.
But if he does this one more time, he is.
Has there been an era of this many good running backs, though? I feel like it has been. It always is, like 4 or 5. Looking at Derrick Henry, McCaffrey, Alvin
dude,
Kamara,
there have been many better
Saquon,
running back eras than this. Many more.
Who's with Marshawn and his group? Okay, Adrian Peterson.
I mean, I wouldn't even look at those guys. I'd look further back. I would talk about, Thurman Thomas and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Even further back, because that was Thurman Thomas and Emmitt Smith and Jerome Bettis and like a lot of those kind of backs that were all running at the same time. This is not a running backs league anymore, but there are a bunch of good backs. Like one of the things that ignited Twitter over the weekend was somebody suggesting via numbers, via analytics. One of the analytics guys saying that Nick Chubb's the best running back in the league.
I saw that. They did
and some people didn't care for that at all. And I was like, well, if you look at it from numbers, and we talked to Robert Mays and Nate Tice is on Buck from time to time, and I've heard them discuss it. They say they would take Chubb over any back in the league if they were starting a team. And they were talking about, look, he's got speed, he's got power, he's got all of these different things. And, Alan Bell kind of fought back against this, and he was mobbing for Derrick Henry pretty hard. And I'm like, Alan, well, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but the thing stopping Nick Chubb from being in the conversation is because Kareem Hunt's there. He's never going to get the touches, and he's been hurt a little bit, and that's hurt as well. Okay, we are now joined by the voice of Vol baseball, John Wilkerson. John, it's been a fun time, I'm sure, for you. We appreciate you making time for us this morning.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it, Jason and Ramon. Thank you so much. It has been a remarkable season. And let me just first say that I think I'd have to go buy a nose with loud muffler guy over shopping cart guy.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. Loud muffler. But you said buy a nose, so you don't like shopping cart guy either, right?
Correct. Both could possibly ruin your day, but just loud muffler guy that has to hit it from just one block, one traffic light to the next is what separates it to me.
Well, nobody's been able to take it down yet. Somebody compared him to Nick Saban earlier and just said, I don't know what's ever going to defeat that. But you tell me, when was it you realized something special was happening for Vol baseball with Tony Vitello and this crew? Because I think this has caught a lot of people that weren't paying attention somewhat off guard, but I know you being close to it, maybe it didn't catch you as off guard as it has some of the other folks out here.
Well, I think that something started to bubble to the surface. What really, I think, set it apart was that first SEC weekend. They're on the road at Georgia because Tony Vitello has yet to open an SEC schedule at home. Thank you very much, Greg Sankey. But anyhow, so they go to Foley Field. They win big on Friday. They have a tough setback. They lose in the bottom of the ninth on Saturday, and then they come out Sunday, a freshman making his first start in the Southeastern Conference, and they simply controlled the day. They win 4-1. It wasn't even really that close. And when the game was over and the series had been won, they celebrated, but they didn't go nuts. This was their expectation, and this was already a team that had lost the one pitcher on their roster that had been designated preseason All-American in Jackson Leith, they had lost him for the season. It was week 2 that he worked the 3 batters in his home start, and then unfortunately Jackson Leith was lost for the season. So to just see them set that tone, that Friday night game was Tony Vitello's 100th win as Tennessee's head coach, but the fact that they went down to Georgia, got the job done, and then just acted like this is what we expected to do, that set such a tone. They had won at Georgia Southern to open the season, but to get that first road win, that road series win in Georgia, that lets you know something was perhaps cooking. And then they took care of LSU. They won 3 very tough games in week 2. Then they won the rubber match at Alabama. I mean, it's just been one thing after another. But to me, the tone was set with how they went and won at Georgia, and then 2, acted like this is what we thought would happen.
Just in general, the way, like you said, Tennessee's acting as far as what they've done. Like, it seems to me they've taken on the persona of Tony Vitello. What does he mean to those guys? Like I know the age of recruiting and how you recruit and how you attract these high prospects to your university is very, very complex. Is he doing everything he needs to get these guys and to sell them on, hey, this is Tennessee baseball from here on out as long as he's here?
Ramon, it's been amazing to watch because there's been as much development done from the neck up as from just making themselves the best possible position players, pitchers, you name it, they can be. Because when he arrived, and you could see it in previous administrations, that Tennessee would get off to a good start, but then SEC play would come along, and I think one of the big hurdles for them was to look over to that dugout and stop thinking, wow, that's an SEC team, because Tennessee now realizes it's an SEC team. So it was as much the mental approach that has been as big a factor for this program with Tony Vitello and his staff as anything, because that's what they've shown. I think one of the more amazing stats, might be the most amazing stat, Tennessee lost back-to-back games just once this year, and that was both ends of a 9-inning doubleheader, week 2 against Indiana State. They never lost back-to-back games against SEC competition, not once. And to me, that tells you you've got a team that has the faith and the belief in itself to get the job done. And you also have a lineup and a pitching staff. Somebody usually steps up to make that big play. You're not relying on just one guy to start the weekend on the mound. You're not relying on just one guy in the lineup to have the big hit. Everybody's had a hand in it, and I think it starts from their approach, and they do indeed embody what is the approach by their head coach in Tony.
One thing I've learned about our fan base, and I had to learn it all over again being back in Tennessee and being retired right now, is we are crazy. And we love our teams, okay? I can say that. You know how they say, well, you can say that because you family. Like, we're family.
Why don't you go back to Alabama?
Yeah.
The Jeremy Pruitt call.
All of those type of things, okay? We're crazy, and we sell out, and that's the beauty and also the curse of it. But you're a guy who's calling the calls. You're calling these games. If you could, this super regional, how was it for you? How was it for the people who are in attendance? And just – what is the energy around this team right now?
Well, it's amazing, and it's really been something to see. And first and foremost, these guys deserve it.
Yeah.
When they had their season cut short, as everybody else did last year with COVID, they came back with a fire in the fall, and they worked as hard as they possibly could. And then as they got to go back on the field, they really appreciated it. It was a very simple mantra. It wasn't Omaha. It wasn't this. The first thing was play 56. You can't make up for lost time, but let's play 56. Tennessee and Texas A&M were the only 2 teams to play all 56 regular season games, and the Vols were the only team in the SEC tournament that played all 56. So it's just a very specific goal. And Coach Vitello said the great thing about it was that, I'm sorry I don't have higher goals or aspirations, but this is what's most important to me in terms of my players. And I think the fact that they were picked 3rd in the Eastern Division behind reigning College World Series champ from 2019, Vanderbilt, which was picked 2nd, and preseason number 1, Florida, this is a team that has met and far exceeded expectations. And I think it's a fan base, as you talk about, that is just so starved for something like this, because Tennessee football, we may not remember, was picked 3rd in the Eastern Division, won their first 2, and then it was just a disaster from that point forward. in the SEC, Tennessee basketball was picked to win the conference. And while they did have pockets of success, didn't get past that first game in the NCAA tournament. And I know that had to be a disappointment. I don't think you can fault the effort, but I just think it fell short of expectations. This is a team that has exceeded to a great degree what was the expectation going into this year. And I just think that this is a program that continues to be the sum is greater than their parts. It's a team that's so easy to like. It's a team that plays with a chip on its shoulder. It's a team with attitude. It's a team with swagger. And I think all of that is that perfect storm for what a fan base could easily fall in love with, and they certainly have.
Vol Baseball's voice, John Wilkerson, also WNML and the Vol Network, joining us. The Grand Slam, the walk-off Grand Slam from Drew Gilbert, where does that rank in terms of your career, John? You've been around this for a very, very long time. And, you know, college baseball is not usually where you go to for highlights. And, of course, you've done a lot outside of the baseball world. But where does that moment rank in recent Knoxville history in terms of just one of those that you're never going to forget?
Yeah, I think it's the biggest moment for me on that field. Mike Keith was the voice of Tennessee baseball when Todd Helton and company punched their ticket to the College World Series. And to me, that's the only bigger moment on that field that's taken place. That was in 95. And then if Tennessee doesn't get that hit from Drew Gilbert, they're back where they were in the SEC tournament. You go into the losers bracket and you have to play. You go from playing and trying to win 3 games to then having to play 5 games and win 4 straight. So I just think for all that it saved Tennessee from, as well as kept them in the winner's bracket, I do think that is the second biggest moment on that field. The only thing I would rank ahead of it was when they punched their tickets to the College World Series with the super regional trips to Kinston, North Carolina in 01 and to Atlanta, Georgia in 05. And even though they punched their ticket yesterday from Knoxville, which was really awesome, I still think the fact that they didn't have to come out of the loser's bracket in Knoxville really greased the skids for everything that we've just seen happen over these last 5 games.
When we're sitting here, you know, a couple of miles from Hawkins Field, and Vanderbilt has been really kind of one of the top classes in college baseball for a while now, and we know what Tim Corbin has done. What does it mean from your perspective, John, for the state of Tennessee to potentially have 2 powers where a real rivalry could develop, where the fans could finally just have fun because they're backing winners in multiple spots in the same conference, and the most dominant conference, to say the least, in college baseball as well?
Yeah, and right now the Volunteer State's looking pretty good as they are the only SEC teams that have punched their tickets to Omaha. No doubt about it. Tim Corbin has set the bar really high. Mm-hmm. When you consider that they are the reigning College World Series champs, also consider what that was in 2019, which is the greatest single SEC season ever. You win the regular season, you win the SEC tournament, you win the College World Series, and that's just a testament to what that team was able to get done. Anybody can only match that going forward. Nobody can top that. Arkansas, I thought, might have a chance to take a run at it, but they ran into some problems with their starting pitching, and they're not going to make after they pulled the rare double, which is the regular season and conference tournament championship. So I just think it's, a reflection of what is outstanding homegrown talent. And I realize both Tennessee and Vanderbilt recruit well beyond the state of Tennessee, but I also think it's a celebration. We have great baseball east to west when it comes to the high school ranks. So I do think you can recruit heavily within your own backyard and then go out and add to your roster, as both coaches have done, Corbin for as long as he has, and Tony Vitello and what he's proven in his 4 years. But I just think this is a sport where both the Knoxville and Nashville locations in the Southeastern Conference can compete on a national level, as Vanderbilt obviously has shown.
Yeah, and look, it's perfect timing because all the other sports aren't doing anything locally in the state, so they basically have all the attention. So the timing's right. So we do a birthday segment at the end of the 3rd hour, and Ramon gets them wrong repeatedly, and it makes for really good. No, they may feel right, but they're wrong. Right. Today would have been Pat Summitt's 69th birthday. As somebody that is so near and dear to just Vol Nation, they've heard your voice, John, for such a long time. It would be remiss of us not to get your thoughts on the great Pat Summitt before we let you go.
Yeah, Pat was just simply one of the best people I've ever had the pleasure to know. And one of the things that showcased that, I was working at one point in another life as a news director at a adult contemporary station. So we played the old hits. And so I was starting to just dabble in covering sports. And so I set up an interview with Pat. And, I mean, she sat next to me. She was so engaged in that conversation. I mean, it was as if I was with the national media. So she had that way of making anybody she dealt with feel so incredibly important. She was so gracious with her time, and the way she treated anybody was the way she treated everybody. Mm-hmm. And then you add to that somebody who changed not just her sport, but the world. You can't say enough about Pat Summitt, the person she was, the coach she was. But again, she's tops because of the lady she was.
Mm-hmm. There was only one coach on the campus from 04 to 08 who I was starstruck by. And Fulmer is great. Loved him. Bruce Pearl, awesome. All of that. But meeting Pat Summitt on campus and seeing just how cool she was. Hey, she deserves everything, okay? That woman is a legend.
Yep, absolutely the standard. All right, John. Well, we don't know how far they're going to take it, but there's a good chance that a team from Tennessee is going to be playing when this thing is all said and done. But it's awesome to have two teams, and it's awesome to see Knoxville rocking again for positive reasons, and it's great that we've had some time with you this morning.
Really appreciate the invitation. Guys, anytime. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. That's John Wilkerson, voice of Vol Baseball. He's had some fun the last few months.
Oh, man. We got to have him back and ask him, what is it going to take? You already know what I'm talking about when it comes to that baseball team.
Yeah, keeping Tony V.
What is it going to take?
In-house. We'll finish up the hashtag fastest 4 hours in radio when we come back. Moan, Amani Hooker, the Titans tweeted out it's his birthday. To which I responded, yes, and Ramon Foster wishes him a happy birthday too, but also thought he was a New York Giant. We'll be right back. It is JMart Ramon, 104.5 The Zone.
So, chatting Titans? Well, it's our favorite pastime. Your home for Titans football and the flagship of Titans radio, 104.5 The Zone.
Step up to the plate and get the best lines in baseball with William Hill Sportsbook. When you play with our money lines, you win more when you're right. So sign up today and start betting risk-free. Download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RadioRF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Tennessee to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call or text the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789. William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting.
Drive, a division of Tenneco in Smyrna, has multiple openings for material handlers, full-time day, night, and weekend shifts, and part-time positions available as well. Drive offers jobs starting at $15.25 an hour, plus 2 increases in your first year. Medical insurance on day 1, $2,000 retention incentive, tuition reimbursement, opportunity for growth, and much more. Come join Drive today. Apply at jobs.tenneco.com. Drive, a division of Tenneco in Smyrna.
Due to a shortage of new and used vehicles, prices are much higher than they were just a year ago. Some may even tell you now is not the time to buy a vehicle. But at Music City Autoplex, they have actively increased their inventory and selection. They believe that if you're going to buy a vehicle now, you should still be able to get what you want at some of the lowest prices in the market. Biggest inventory, best selection, best prices. When you compare, it's obvious why Music City Autoplex is the uncommon dealership. Go to MusicCityAutoplex.com or visit in person, 2430 Gallatin Pike North.
I love your new home. How did you find this neighborhood?
It's a Partners in Building neighborhood. There are 5 of them, all around Brentwood and Franklin. Our home is on an acre, but they have communities with 3 acres or even 5 acres.
Partners in Building, huh? They built this gorgeous home?
Partners in Building did everything. They designed the plans, helped us choose all the stuff, and every step went really smooth.
We've been thinking about building. How did you get started?
Easy. Go to partnersinbuilding.com or call 615-486-4009.
Root Insurance is all about you and how you drive, which puts you in control.
In fact, your driving is the #1 factor we use to give you a better price. Root is different from traditional insurers. By using the sensors in your smartphone, we can understand important details about how you actually drive. Just download the Root app, get on the road, and we'll take care of the rest. The app measures your driving behavior, like turning and braking, and gives you a custom rate based on driving, not your job or education like other insurers. In short, you have the power to control your own rates. And the better you drive, the better your rate. Plus, it's fast and easy. The app walks you through each step so you understand what you're getting and get what's right for you. It's car insurance made for you, in your control. Download the Root app today and see how easy car insurance can be. Disclaimers may apply. See joinroot.com for details.
At DeWalt, we're proud to welcome NASCAR back to Nashville. A lot's changed since the last time a cup race came to town in '84. Back then, drills and phones still had cords attached to them. And it was a heck of a lot easier to find a parking spot downtown. But there's a lot that hasn't changed, like the pride Tennesseans take in a job well done, and the toughness of DeWalt tools. From right here in Jackson, Tennessee. DeWalt, guaranteed tough.
If they were part of dinner, they'll be the Brussels sprouts.
None of us love wasps,
But they're everywhere here this time of year.
Our family at All American Pest Control has been helping thousands of other families whack those wicked wasps.
You're going down, Brussels sprouts of the insect world.
For a free home evaluation and to learn about our complete care program,
call Tennessee's Lovable Pest Control Company and professional wasp whackers.
All American Pest Control.
Or just visit our website, yuckbugs.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Everyone knows that the real estate market is bananas. At the Home Loan Expert Office, we have a 21-day closing guarantee. And for first-time home buyers, when you close, you'll receive a $500 Home Depot gift card. TheHomeLoanExpert.com. NMLS number 1326241.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
One guy I was hoping was going to walk into this studio today was Will Bowling, who got dragged in a rehearsal dinner speech that I happened to be in attendance at that dinner on Saturday night. It had nothing to look. These weren't sports people. This was from my wife's side of the family, some really good people. But I guess they went to school with Will. They didn't like Will.
This is years later. I'm talking about, who were you, Will?
And he was just like, I was sarcastic. I'm like, it wasn't to the bridesmaids that just crushed you in the corner at that circular table as we were leaving.
You said these could have been some women that Will could have potentially dated, and they want nothing to do with him.
Or maybe they were just remembering what he was like. Because Will's literally one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Who's at least 40 pounds heavier than he was from high school and still looks like he's the same weight.
Yeah, he's put on 40 pounds and now he's hit 100. So congrats.
Maybe Will was mean-spirited because he was so small, man. Like he had the
not enough protein.
Had to bring you down to lift him up.
So, we'd probably put up a poll question if it doesn't leak at some point. Brady Mahomes or Emmitt Smith and Derrick Henry on the cover of Madden? Because it looks like it's two people, and it looks like it's a goat and a baby goat.
I have no idea at this point. Either way, they got us locked in to figure out who is. When's the announcement going to be? Does it say when?
Yeah, it's 17th.
The 17th of this month.
4 days.
14,
It's
3 days.
Thursday.
3 days.
Yeah, today's the 14th. So 15, 16, 17. I include today. 4 days.
Just had to win that one.
Well, you're the one who looked at me twice and said 3 days.
3 days.
You're trying to win.
It just feels right.
Amani Hooker, New York Giant.
Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Now people are listening all freaked out and having no idea what you're talking about.
Well, look, man, you
It's
miss
all
a show,
fun.
you miss a lot. Birthdays ends the third hour every single day.
People are busy, man. Come on now.
How many times do I have to push the podcast in one show?
I don't know.
You can't push it enough.
Seems to be
Looking at our numbers, seems like we're doing fine.
Hey, now. We gonna be
Jason gave me that look. Hey, producer boy, shut up.
Podcast is wherever you get your podcast, whether that's on Spotify, Google Play, if that's still a thing, and Apple.
Is Google Play a thing?
Yeah,
of course,
I
you can
still
watch
have
us at
one.
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, on Zone TV, as many of you have been this morning.
Mm-hmm. I just saw a Samsung phone. They're talking about putting a display on the backside of the phone.
Whatever, man.
A display on the backside of the phone.
That's stupid because you're going to put a case on your phone 9 times out of 10 because you're trying to keep
protect
it up.
it.
So you're going to have an open case, and those things all get yellow like a month after you buy them. I used to like the idea of the clear case. I mean, I've got the blue 12 Max, and I love it. And I even have a black leather case, or a blue leather case that goes with it. Yeah. But I want to see the blue because the phone looks awesome, but I don't want to see the blue because then that thing's going to get scratched in 5 minutes. So if you're putting that on the back, how are you protecting the phone?
Benny is the one that chooses violence. Matter of fact, Benny, I just ordered a new phone case and it's clear, Jason. I'm sorry.
I just hope you got the right one because if you didn't get the right one, it's going to be yellow and look gross 3 weeks. It's going to look like it's been in a smoker's house.
The way my red one looks right now, I'm pretty much out of the race anyway, Jason. I'm pretty much out of that race, man.
Loud muffler guy. I didn't see if we actually put up a poll, but John Wilkerson said loud muffler guy by a nose.
Yeah,
okay,
we did
put up a poll.
Yeah, we did.
Loud muffler guy was running away.
Of course.
Yeah, he won.
What is it going to take to drop loud muffler guy?
I thought it was going to be
illegal recruiting.
Money
really
McDonald's
don't know.
bag guy.
I have no idea.
You know what? I might have the answer to that.
Who?
Jeremy Pruitt.
Jeremy.
Just Jeremy Pruitt?
Yes.
Loud muffler guy or Jeremy Pruitt?
I think that might do it.
It might.
When you going to admit you're not a ball coach and go back to Alabama?
This really pisses me off.
By the way, interesting fact also from this weekend with the cicadas.
And by the way, that was John Wilkerson that was actually doing that interview when that got called.
Apparently, birds are exploding in Ohio from eating too many dead cicadas.
That's not true.
That's true.
That's why you don't feed.
That's why
you don't feed. That's why you don't feed birds rice because it expands inside them.
Yep.
Then they end up with a coat hanger in their neck.
Take that with you, good people.
Can't be true.
That's true.
No, that's not true.
Look it up.
Birds eating cicadas and they're exploding.
They're exploding. They're getting too full. So many of them. It's a lot too.
Some people I wish would keep eating cicadas if that would have made them explode. We'll do it again tomorrow. Buck Rising is coming up next for Ramon Foster and Jonathan Schaefer, who may not be here tomorrow if he keeps playing this sounder. I'm Jason Martin. We're on Twitter at JMart and Ramon.
And remember, your Twitter fingers and your mic are always hot, good people.
Stay away from the cicadas and please don't eat them.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
More Vols and SEC talk than anywhere else in Nashville. The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay. This afternoon starting at 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
This is Boomer Science with the CBS Sports Minute. Sponsored by Lexicon, your holistic provider of practice management software and legal support services. The second series of the 2021 Stanley Cup playoff semifinals begins tonight, thanks to a special travel